on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale. And at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football with Dylan Sherwood on the Andale Sports Channel from Ad Astra Radio. You're listening to the Andale Sports Channel on Ad Astra Radio, featuring live coverage of Andale football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Stream live audio and video on the free Ad Astra Radio app and at adastraradio.com. Listen Friday night at 6:30 for Andale Indians football.
The following is a presentation of the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network, the statewide leader in local sports coverage. Coming up, coverage of Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio. Stream Indians football all season with live video and audio on the free Ad Astra Radio app. Our countdown to kickoff gets underway next with the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Andale Indians football is just 30 minutes away on Ad Astra Radio.
Alan Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glassby. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online alansamuelshutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Ad Astra Radio.
It's regional play in Class 3A as the Andale Indians take on the Clay Center Tigers. And good evening, everyone, from Andale, as welcome into the Midway Motors Drive to the Game here on Ad Astra Radio, adastraradio.com, the Ad Astra Radio app, and on Ad Astra TV. With Reed Huckins up top alongside Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood. It's the 1-8 matchup in the 3A West bracket. Andale and Clay Center. It should be a good one here tonight, regional action. And Dan, this is going to be an interesting one here for the homestanding Andale Indians.
And as we look out here again tonight, we live in Kansas. We got to talk about weather first, don't we? What in the world's going on every Friday night? And last week it was Thursday night. It's been absolutely perfect to play football. No wind. Fans are out here. We're going to have a full crowd, I'm sure, tonight. Probably a possibility of fireworks. Yeah. So maybe this is going to be interesting.
It's playoff time.
But this is great, isn't it? You want this game to be decided by the players and not because of weather conditions, and that's what we're going to get tonight. Just should be a great contest, a very physical type of team from North Central League again. Mm-hmm. Clay Center, I think it's maybe our second or third one from this league.
Second one.
From this league alone, so we're looking forward to this one. Yeah. We want to see what's going to happen, a different style of play from Clay Center than what we've seen before, so here we go, getting close.
Well, this has been a familiar matchup as Clay Center and Andale met last year as well, and then a couple years ago. But it 74-0 win for Andale last year, and I believe it was this round as well. It was this round because Clay Center finished 5-5. But Clay Center was 9-2 a couple years ago as well, and ended up losing to Andale, I believe, in 22. But that was a 36-0 Andale win. But Dan, this Clay Center team, 6-3, 4-2 out of the North Central Kansas League, playing some really good teams. Have lost to Rock Creek, who's the number 2 seed in 3A West. The Southeast of Saline Trojans, who are really good, have tying the longest winning streak in the state with Andale at 22. Lost 46-7 in week 2. Lost 45-7 to Rock Creek. Lost by 14 to Wamego. They defeated Scott City last week 47-29 in a game that was 21-13.5 in favor of the Tigers. And then there was a pick six at the beginning of in the early stages of the third quarter that just kind of turned that swung the momentum to Clay Center. I was able to watch that game with Andale playing last Thursday night. So Andale's got to be they're healthy, they're well rested, got that extra rest because Clay Center, they had to play 1 week ago.
No, this is good. Good contest. They're going to come out and play a little bit of flex bone, and they're going to try to come at us with a run game. 90% of their offense is from the run, and so they really have a powerful fullback that's had quite a few yards throughout the year. I think Dylan has however many yards he has for the year, but it's substantial, and so that's got to be a key right there. They have a very quality, good-sized quarterback, but 90% from the run, so it's very easy. We understand this from Andale. Hey, you want to stop the run, If you're going to beat Andale, you got to stop the run. If you want to beat Clay Center, you got to stop the run. So both teams understand that. Who can do that the best? And so that's the key here as we look out here. Field position will be a key throughout the night. But the best thing is, hey, we're playing at home.
That's right.
And if you win, we're playing at home again.
That's right.
Everything goes through Andale, America. There is none of this traveling and getting on a bus. So every week, every time you fulfill one of these steps, you're playing right back here on the next Friday night.
Definitely.
Which brings up a very important deal. I'm sure, Dylan, you've heard of this 6-7 stuff that's going around.
Yes,
Social.
I have.
That means nothing.
No, it doesn't.
The key numbers, 1128. Think
That's
about
right.
it.
There you go.
1128.
That is
That's
3
the
weeks.
key numbers
Yeah.
because that's what you want these players thinking about. It's interesting. Andale, you already know one goal. Clay Center, they're trying to get through this week. This is their Super Bowl right here.
Yes.
No, that doesn't work for Andale. They're looking at 11:28, and we shouldn't understand. November 28th at 6 p.m. on a Friday night.
Yeah.
We want to be in Hutchinson.
That's right.
And that's why the key numbers now become not 6-7, 11-28.
I love it, Dan. Way to bring some stuff here in the Midway Motor Strategy to the game. We'll talk about the matchup here in a little bit. We'll have our Once a Watch coming up. But first, my visit with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt is on the other side. As this is a part of the Midway Motor Strategy to the game, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Next, we hear the pregame thoughts of head coach Dylan Schmidt. Stream Indians football all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app.
At Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, we believe every patient deserves a caring nurse by their side. As a nurse-owned, family-operated agency, we work around the clock to place compassionate, experienced nurses where they are needed most. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, where quality care is a call away. Call today at 316-204-0845. That's 316-204-0845 for Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phosphate micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied up phos out in your fields. We are also your area Pivot Bio and LG Seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagcells.com.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing: Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
Welcome back to the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County. As the number one seed in 3A West, the Andale Indians in the regional round taking on Clay Center here from Andale. And to talk about tonight's matchup is Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt. Coach, again, another great shutout last Thursday against Chapman, able to do the good things right. And that's the third consecutive shutout at home. So it's got to feel good that you guys have put together a streak of defending the home field very well.
Yeah, I thought at the beginning of the season our defense had a chance to really be special. and early on gave up some scores. When I say early on in the season. But, part of that is kind of figuring some things out, right, where you want to play certain guys. Part of that is backups figuring out what they need to be doing scheme-wise and things like that. But I really feel like it's coming together really well. And it's credit to our defensive staff, Coach Fairchild, our defense coordinator, all those guys over there do such a great job. And then our kids obviously just, believing in what we're doing and playing their butt off. And so, defensively we've really played good of late, and I hope that continues.
How beneficial was it to play last Thursday? I know we kind of talked a little bit about it in postgame last week, and, seeing the guys Friday with just some film and then just kind of resetting it heading into this week.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. When you get into season, it's, you get in your routine and it's every week the same. And, it's a grind. But, to kind of get out of routine sometimes is good, where it forces you to, hey, we're a day earlier. And then obviously on the back end, like we talked about, is that then that allowed us to do film on Friday, kind of give them a longer weekend, let them rest and recover a little bit. There's always things going on behind the scenes. State volleyball was going on Friday, Saturday, so I know a lot of our boys were able to make it up to there. I know my wife and kiddos were able to go. I stayed home to work on football film and get ready, and felt bad not going, but at the same time, obviously there's a lot of work that goes into getting ready every week for opponents, and especially an opponent like Clay Center. And so in the end, I was happy for our guys. Like I said, you get so into your routine, and, you forget there's an outside world kind of going on. And so it was good to have the extended weekend.
And how's things been going here with regional weekend practice? Practice schedule kind of altered a little bit because you want to be practicing, in the afternoon at some point, like you mentioned, getting out of a little bit of a different routine. Like you've been going in the mornings, some mornings in the regular season, but how things gone?
Yeah. I mean, like we talked about, when we first walked in here, that, our normal routine on Wednesdays is go in the morning, and it's a shorter practice. And with it getting cold, we've kind of always over the last couple of years transitioned to once playoffs hit, or really game 9, we're going to start to go in the afternoon. Gets us a few coaches back too, because sometimes they got to leave a little earlier. They can't make it because of work. And so, plus our film, we're going to start with film and, on a Wednesday practice before and then head out. And so I'm just excited that, throughout the season, there's always ebb and flow. But in the end, our kids have always been really consistent with their effort, with their energy. And so, the week's been really good. Our kids will get into the scouting report, and they'll get into the film, and they'll have a great idea of, Friday what's going on.
Visiting with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Andale and Clay Center regional round of the Class 3A playoffs. We'll take a break. We'll talk about the Tigers when we come back. This is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship on Ad Astra Radio.
More of the Midway Motors Drive to the Game is next. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, Hillsboro, and Salina. Find the best local sports coverage at adastraradio.com.
Now's the time to inspect your fleet and save big with Prairieland Partners Power Inspections. Bundle your equipment to receive 50% off any inspection after your first 2 large ag inspections. Plus, receive a special gift with your 4th Inspect the Fleet piece of equipment. Get peace of mind today by letting their John Deere certified technicians inspect your equipment. Offers end 12/31/2025. Restrictions apply. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com to schedule today.
Prairieland Partners. Here's a bright idea. The internet should work. Just like electricity, water, or sewer, it's a utility. It should work as consistently as one. I mean, can you imagine what buffering would be like in the shower? Or worse, if the toilet ever started lagging? The internet should just work. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get high-speed IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
The new Reinke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio is used in all Reinke systems. At Reinke, you can take your pick from a range of materials to fend off corrosion and cater to your specific needs. Contact your local Reinke dealer, Bullseye Irrigation of Inman, today. Reinke uses common sense just like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Reinke dealer. Reinke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed or embroidered? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Company in Hutch. Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, we've got you covered. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
We continue our conversation with Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Andale and Clay Center, 6-3 team out of the NCKL, run the flex bone, really good things coming out with Clay Center, and they were able to do some really good things. That's an 8-point game last week they had with Scott City at halftime, but they did some good things, and I believe there was a pick six that set the tone. And what stands out about Clay Center?
Yeah, a couple things. Number one, we played them last year, right, in this round, and beat them 74-0. Well, they're a much different team this year than they were last year, and the reason why I say that, last year they're throwing a lot more, had a stud quarterback, and they're trying to throw it to move the ball. And this year they're back kind of their flex bone, and not that they got away from it in terms of they've always had that, but it's more traditional ground and pound, option football, all those things. And so in 2022 we played them as well, and that's kind of what they were doing, had a good game with them then. And so we're very familiar with them. Like I said, we've played them a lot. Now we've been lucky we've always played them at Andale. And so the thing that stands out for me is just, looking at their last game, Scott City. Scott City's a really good football team. They had a Hoisington down out at Scott City there, and they ended up calling the game because of lightning and then never rescheduled it. And Clay Center starts the second half. They're up by a touchdown, and they go 4 turnovers in a row. Now I'm counting the blocked punt on the second series of the second half as a turnover. But they go pick six, blocked punt, fumble recovery, and then another interception. So it just goes to show you that they have guys that can make plays, and they're good defensively. And then offensively, they look sharp, running their offense. They're a team that's going to run it 90% of the time and throw it 10%, so a lot like us. And so what you hope against a team like that is you can get them behind the chains a little bit, where they can get into some third and longs. You got to win on first down. And so that'll be the key. If they can get on schedule and chunking off 3 and 4 and 5, on first down and then second down, then it'll be a long night for us. But I know our defense, like I said, will be ready to go, and I like what we're doing scheme-wise, and so it should be a great game.
Drew Hoffman's been doing some really good things for them, their quarterback. What kind of stands out about him? And he's a junior as well.
Yeah, he's a big kid, 6 foot, 200 some pounds, and does a good job running their offense. Like I said, they don't throw it a ton, but when he has thrown it, he's been pretty effective. It's a lot of back out, a lot of short stuff. It's not a lot of vertical passing game type stuff. But he's done a good job there, hitting the open guy and being able to dink and dunk a little bit. But, running the ball, he's, like I said, a big kid, and they got a couple good backs there. And so he just adds to kind of their arsenal of being a guy that can be ground and pound and get the tough yards. So once again, we're going to have to get him behind the chains and kind of win on first down. And if we can do that, then we'll be in a good spot.
How beneficial was last week seeing what Chapman runs, and especially going up against the flex bone this week?
Yeah, it's funny that, when you start getting later in the season, you always get a mix of things, right? But a lot of times teams can run the football. And so, the last couple of weeks, obviously we've faced running teams. It helps that we run the ball as much as we do. Kids are used to that physicality. They're used to the pad level. Those are always major concerns when you're going into games. How are we going to match up? And so, that's what I like about what we do offensively, is our kids are used to that. So they understand that, hey, they might be celebrating 3 or 4 yards because that's a good play. And if they can do that again, then that's another good play. And so our kids will kind of be used to that brand of football, and that's what I like about the matchup.
And how do you keep this one going?
Yeah, just, like we talk about every week, the turnover margin is such a key factor in the game, and we've done such a good job of it. We're 33-8 on the year, which if that continues, then we're going to be in a really good spot. Another thing that we've talked a little bit about is just explosive plays. We've had a lot of explosive plays offensively, and that's always credit to guys downfield blocking. That's credit to execution. That's credit to, a good call or scheme-wise. But with that said, we got to do the same thing against them, right? We got to limit their explosive plays. So anytime you get against a team that likes to run it, the thing that you're worried about is play action. Safeties get too involved, corners get too involved, they forget responsibility, and now you get burned over the top. And so our kids are going to have to be disciplined safety-wise and know where they're at on the field, know down and distance and those things. And the last thing is tackling. We've done such a good job over the years of tackling. If we continue to do that, if we can wrap guys up behind the line of scrimmage, don't let them break tackles. And with that said, last year when we played them, I go back and look at highlights, and Cooper was on there, breaking 5, 6, 7, tackles and a couple runs that he had. And so that's what really blew that game open too, is that we just had some guys that really ran the ball well. And so, you put all those things together, good tackling and being able to break tackles, explosive plays on offense and limiting them on defense, and then the turnover margin. And then if we can do all those things, then we'll be in a really good spot.
Excellent, Coach. Appreciate the time as always. Best of luck here tonight with Clay Center. We'll catch up with you in postgame.
Thanks, Dylan. Appreciate it.
That's Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt joining us here in the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Take a break and we'll be back with more from Andale, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
This is the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app. The Andale Indians play on Ad Astra Radio.
Kansas, trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblue.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
At Powell Law, Tom takes the time to make justice accessible for everyone. That's why we offer free consultations day or night, and even on the weekends. Whether you're dealing with a workers' compensation claim, personal injury, or an accident that was no fault of your own, the dedicated team at Powell Law is here to evaluate your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. Don't wait. Call Powell Law today at 620-241-9000 to schedule your free consultation. Because at Powell Law, Tom takes the time to be there when you need him the most.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson. We take pride in supporting our community and being committed to our customers. Don Glaspie here to let you know dependability of your vehicle is very important to us. Our top-notch service team is ready anytime your vehicle needs attention. Visit us online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, where there's always a warm cup of coffee waiting, and as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the Hub.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Andale, as we're about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff of tonight's regional championship game in Class 3A between Clay Center and Andale. It's time now for our Ones to Watch, brought to you by Jonathan Dansel, Integrity Ag, offering personalized soil nutrient solutions online at integrityagsales.com. Dan Buchanan, our Ones to Watch.
Tonight's what we want to do is see field position. So who becomes important tonight? Because there's such a running game. You got to make them go along field. So now players to watch, Austin Bugner, our kickoff guy. He's been getting him down inside the 10 when he kicks off and sometimes clear the goal line. So we got to get good kickoff coverage, but he is important tonight. We've got to make sure that he maintains that good field position, and it starts with our kickoff team. And then Austin Bugner making sure he gets a good kick. Second, we've been fortunate. We have another sophomore that's come through tonight, and they've adjusted him throughout the season. Parker Lease is kind of a surprise for the season. But what's that? Why is that so important? He's been playing outside linebacker, and then they can move him to the inside. And why is that even double important? Because that allows Hunter Grimes to be moved as needed. Hunter is such an important factor for this team. He has to dominate on the defense. And so now, when you have the flexibility of Parker Lease being able to play inside and outside, then you've got the ability to really adjust with Hunter Grimes. And now all of a sudden, not only do we have Dancel and Grimes on the inside, but then we have Parker Lease. So Parker Lease, it's been a great surprise to see this sophomore come through and be able to play both outside linebacker and then move inside if they need to move Hunter. So those are the two, Austin Bugner for field position and Parker Lease for defensive adjustments. That's what we're looking forward to tonight.
Excellent. Those are our ones to watch, brought to you by Jonathan Dancel, Integrity Ag, offering personalized soil nutrient solutions online at integrityagsales.com. And Dan, real quickly, let's talk about bring back Clay Center real quick as we're just a few moments away from the national anthem. But this is, like we mentioned at the top, 90% run. And we didn't even mention about the running back, their fullback, Isaac Gurton, who's nearing 1,300 yards on the year, 1,249 to be exact. So they're going to go run heavy there with Isaac Gurton, 5'11", 205-pound senior. That's got to be kind of a bruiser back there.
You know, this is an offense that kind of people in Central Kansas probably remembers from when Coach Dreiling was at Hutchinson and had all those string of championships. And so he would dominate with that strong fullback run with the flex bone. It all starts with that guy right there. You have to stop the run from the fullback early. And now, you know, Coach Dreiling's carried it over to St. Aquinas.
Yeah, St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
And a key game in 5A, Aquinas and Mill Valley, playing each other in the second round. So that's usually a sub-state semifinal in the East.
We copy success, and so we always think, how come people aren't using Andale stuff? You know, because I would. If I was a football coach, I'd be watching Andale. Well, they've copied what Coach Dreiling's done at Hutchinson, and now at St. Thomas Aquinas. And so we'll see. That is important. Let's see what we do early, first downs against this flexbone offense.
Excellent. Real quickly, we got the coin toss about to happen. Our officiating crew here tonight for this 3A West Regional is Ian Kelly, Jason Gamble, Matthew Leimer, Preston Alterton, and James Helms. That is our crew here tonight from Andale. As the team's about to get ready to go with the captains, you're going to see Hunter Grimes and Lane Parthamer and Jack Horsch. So Ian Kelly is our white hat. And, you know, if you're watching on Ad Astra TV, you were able to see the fireworks. You know, Andale always seems to kind of have the extra stuff going on festivity-wise and just to get this stadium hyped up.
A little bit earlier start, but you look out there. Still, we got a full crowd here for Andale. They understand the importance of these games.
That's right.
We're not trying to skip any steps. We want to take each time, but, you know, each game becomes more important, it seems like. So this is another challenge in the step to try to get to Hutchinson because that's the ultimate goal right here, no doubt about it. And so we're looking forward to see how Andale Indians take care of things tonight and looking forward to this game.
Our white hat Ian Kelly about to do a coin toss. We'll just keep it right here for the moment because we will have the national anthem being played, and we'll give you our starting lineups when we take a break with the anthem being played. So let's see. Looks like they will set it up. Clay Center has won the toss and then will receive. And Andale will go from left to right. Clay Center will go from right to left. Andale defense will come out first when we come back. We'll set it up when we come back. Andale and Clay Center here from Andale. As this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver, and what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Got hail damage? Let Hutch Auto Body take it from here. Hutch Auto Body makes it easy with expert paintless dent repair, backed by a lifetime warranty. Locally owned, community-focused, and committed to giving you first-class service from start to finish. When storms roll through, count on the shop that's here long after they're gone. Hutch Auto Body in downtown Hutchinson, where quality, service, and community come first.
Ad Astra Radio.
Our national anthem being performed before tonight's 3A regional by the Andale Pep Band, or the marching band for the Indians, as they are here ready to rock and roll. As we're about ready to go, here from Andale, as Clay Center will go on offense first. It's time now for our uniforms, brought to you by Anita Cleaners in Newton and Hutchinson. It's where to take your clothes. Clay Center will be in white tops with black lettering, black pants, black helmet with some orange trim. Andale in their all blacks with the white lettering and the gold trim. Black helmet.
Okay, we're going to find out early. We talked about how important this is because kind of an interesting decision by Clay Center they win the toss, but they want to try to get the ball and put the pressure on Andale early. And so they're going to try to get a lead early. But this is one of the keys right here. Are we going to get a good kickoff from Austin Bugner and good coverage? This is so important. Make them go long field. Don't give them a short field to start the game.
Austin Bugner to tee it off from the 40, his own 40, and back to return for Clay Center. It looks like this is Ethan Leitzel, 5'9" junior. We'll set up the Clay Center offense from left to right. Brody Bowser at left tackle, Dylan Kramer at left guard, Carter Bestwick at center, Quinn Schock at right guard, Levi Kramer at right tackle. As we're underway, as it's a kickoff, and it'll be inside the 20 for Clay Center, as that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. Wide receiver Caden Good, Caden Schwab, a freshman at tight end. Their slot backs are Ethan Leitzel and Jaron Brumfield. Their fullback, Isaac Gurton, 1,249 yards rushing on the year. And their quarterback is 6'1" junior, Drew Hoffman. Will set up the Andale defense as well. Tristan Cox, Alex Krause, Ethan Eck up front. Jack Horsch, Hunter Grimes, Drayden Dansel, Parker Lease at linebacker. And they're blowing it up in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Right side run, a loss.
Exactly what you hoped on first down. You cannot let them get first down and, get 4 yards. Notice already they made a great adjustment here. We have Parker Lease on the inside. Hunter's playing on the outside for a positive defensive stand already.
Colt Lane, Cruz, Kaiser, and Sam Harp are the defensive backs. 2nd and 11 for Clay Center, own 18. Drew Hoffman under center in the flex bone. 2 receivers here near side. You don't really see this as much in the flex bone with a 90% rushing offense. Now a motion. This is a run here near side and into the second level, 30, 35, 40. That is the big, their bruiser back. No, it's Gurton again. It's a first down. He has passed the 40.
There's the key. Here we are. Already started. This is what Clay Center hoped to do, get something going with their fullback, and that is the key in the flex bone.
Gain of 25. It was at the 18 to the 43. 1st and 10 for Clay Center on 43 near hash. Hoffman under center. And I got one in motion. This is their slot back, Leitzel. You see this in the wing formation. We're nearing a minute in. We're 54 seconds in. No score, but Clay Center looking to drive. Handoff right side. Blown up is Gurton again. Dansel in there. Grimes. It's a loss again. Now here you go again. Here you go again. This is where Andale needs to get it going defensively.
Okay, we've had 3 offensive plays by Clay Center, and all 3 have gone to the fullback, I believe. And
yes, it's been their fullback. 2nd and 10, Clay Center on 43. 20 on the play clock. Going to that wing formation with 2 receivers far side. Handoff, light and blown up there by Eck. No gain. Ethan Eck has been really great up front. Remember, he had those 4 sacks a couple weeks ago. No gain. It's 3rd and 10.
So now it becomes important now. Now what do you believe? Last time they ended up still getting 10 yards from the fullback. They haven't pitched at all to any of the slots yet. So they got the wide foul side of the field on the opposite. So this should be interesting. Hunter Grimes over there ready to go.
3rd and 10, Clay Center, 2 minutes in. They're at their own 43-yard line, middle of the field. Drew Hoffman under center. Gert in the back. They're going to keep it. Blown up. And it's Hoffman. Dancel with the QB sack. Dancel getting into the backfield like he always does. Loss of 2. 4th down.
Excellent job. Hey, we need to go all the way back. Even on the kickoff, Dancel came ready to play. He's the one that got the kickoff and got him down inside the 20. Then he follows up with 2 good plays right here. So we're fired up on defense. We love it. We wrapped up well on that one.
Dan gave up a 25-yard run and 4 runs of 0, -1, or 2. This is their punter, Caden Good. Hart back to return. He's hauls it in inside his own 20 here near side. Sam trying to cut, 25, tripped up there, 26-yard line. And Andale will take over 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Tucker Charbonneau. He's a freshman. The Charbonneaus are known for wrestling. Brandon was a state champion at Emporia. Dennis Charbonneau was the head coach at Clay Center in the middle 2000s before taking the job in Emporia, where he won a state title in 2009. Brandon Charbonneau won a state title individually in 2011. 1st and 10, Andale, own 26. It's Emery Kraft, Brody Winter, Rick Bertamati, Trey Homersheim, Caden Fowler up front, Jack Horsch, Lane Parthamer, Afton Allaire in the backfield, Hunter Grimes, Ethan Eck, the tight ends, for quarterback Sam Harp. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Harp going to roll to the far side. Got some room. 30, 35, 40. Sam trying to cut. He still is. 50, 45, 40. Down the far sideline. Harp, he got to house this one. Touchdown, Andale. 74 yards for Sam Harp. He goes over 900 yards rushing on that run. The fireworks have lit here. It's 6-0 Andale. 8:48 to go in the first.
What a great job of blocking by the offensive line right there. We've always come out before and probably ran inside the tackles on the first play, I'll bet 90% of the time this year. Comes out with a little quarterback waggle looking for the pass or run, and obviously the athletic Sam Harp comes through with some good downfield blocking.
Sam Harp, his 20th rushing touchdown of the year, and like I mentioned, with that run, goes over 900 yards rushing. He's at 925. Andale going for 2. It's Horsch right side, and he's in for 2, making it look easy like this team has done for 9 consecutive weeks. 8-0 Andale, 8:48 to go in the first. We're back in 30 seconds. As this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
The Barn on Highway 50 in Burton will fill you to the top with delicious homemade food. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can't go wrong with the Barn's full-flavored menu or their fresh desserts made daily. Dine in or have a seat and a drink at the Barn's unique bar. Like the Barn on Facebook for daily specials. The Barn. Home is where the barn is.
Ad Astra Radio.
It took the Andale Indians one play, a 74-yard touchdown run by senior Sam Harp. And here's the kick for Bugner, and this is a return and going to be tackled at the 25. Parker Lease, tackled there by Lease as Lightsole on the return up to the 25. That's where Clay Center will take over. 1st and 10, trailing 8-0, 8:42 to go in the first.
Last time it was inside linebacker on the kickoff coverage was Dancel. This time Parker Lease. Nice job, guys. Got him started on the 25. Make them use that long field.
Well, Dan, that was interesting where this Andale defense allowed a 25-yard run and 2 runs of 0, and there might have been movement up front, right side by Clay Center, and it will be a false start. And it'll back them up to the 20, Dan.
They were headed right back to their fullback. That's their main play. They know that. We know that. We've got to be able to stop, and you just got to keep pounding away physically on the inside, and that's their goal, trying to wear us out a little bit, but that'll be tough.
So Dan Gurton has 4 carries for 24 yards. 3 of them 0 or -1. Gurton will get it right side, and breaking tackle. It's going to get the penalty yardage back plus more up to the 27. It'll be a gain to the It'll be a gain of 6.
You can see the powerful, tough runner that the fullback is. Okay, on defense, Afton Allaire's in for Parker Lease.
Second down and 9, Clay Center from their own 27-yard line. Drew Hoffman with 2 tight. Gurton the fullback. Gurton gets a handoff left side, tripped up, and going to get dived forward to the 28 for 1. Again, the Indians are getting there defensively.
This is interesting. They have not gone away from this but once. I think the quarterback kept it one time, and otherwise it's all been 25, the fullback.
He's got 6 carries for 31. He's 19 yards away from 1,300 on the year. 3rd and 8, Clay Center from the 28-yard line of their own. 7:37 to go first quarter. Andale leads 8-0. The Indians trying to get another negative play here. 9 on the play clock for Mark Henry in his 6th season. And it was a up-the-middle run. Gurton again, going to go nowhere. See, Afton Allaire there, and it's going to be punting time again. So no gain.
That's an interesting adjustment by the defense. Did a good job. I think, what did they get out of that? 6?
They got 6 yards.
6 yards.
And so they got the penalty yardage back plus 1.
All right, this is interesting. Last time they punted to Sam Harp.
Gurton the punter. And it's going to take a bounce, and Harp's going to let it go out of bounds at his own 35. Andale takes over. 6:49 to go in the first. Andale leads 8-0. The Kansas State High School Activities Association conducts officials rules meetings, training clinics, and workshops throughout the state with a view towards providing a sound educational experience for all athletes. For more information on becoming an official in any sport, contact the Acacia at 785-273-5329. Public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Ad Astra Radio. So Andale takes over 1st and 10 on 33.
Okay, last time they've committed, they have 9 guys committed to the run.
Harp's going to get it with a flag thrown by Ian Kelly, our white hat, in the backfield.
All right, they're going to call us for illegal procedure.
Here's a learning tool for Andale now to be pushed back 5 yards to their own 28.
All right, that's what we were trying to say because the play was so quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're trying to say, okay, you're not going to run on us on the inside. They've got 9 guys committed to the run, and there's challenging Andale to throw the ball a little bit.
Quick Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. It is Harp again. Going to get about, or is that Jack? Going to be gain up to the 34-yard line.
I think it was Lane Parthimer.
Oh, Lane. Okay. Awesome. 6 yards for Parthimer. Cheney's up 7-0 on Holcomb. That was a game played in week 1. 2nd 9 Andale. Handoff, Horsch. Horsch going to break tackles, trying to get in the second level. Got the first down to the 46. And a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. As Jack gets up to the 45 for 9.
Okay, this is really good. A little ground and pound. Make sure they understand Clay Center. There's going to be some physical football. You believe that you believe in doing the ground and pound? No, Andale really wants to show you how it's done. 1st and
10, Andale on 45. Harp on play action, rolling over here near side. Sam's going to keep it. 50. Sam's going to maybe do this again. He's got blockers in front of him. He's going to house another one. Touchdown, Andale. This one's from 55 yards for Harp. It's 14-0 Andale. 5:34 to go in the first quarter. Harp, the magician, does it again. 2 carries, 129 yards, and 2 scores for the senior.
Okay, what we found out already, they do not have anybody even close to as athletic as Sam Harp. So if he makes it out into the open, that is almost impossible for Clay Center to stop.
Indians going for 2, and Dan, it took 3 minutes and 14 seconds in between scores. Flag thrown far side as Horse runs it in for 2. This one's probably going to be coming back, and the Indians will try this one again. Ian Kelly, our white hat. And again, here's another illegal shift. And it'll be they'll back it up 5 to redo it.
Looks like they don't believe that Andale's being set long enough before they're snapping the ball at this stage, I believe, is what they're calling.
Oh, I know Coach Schmidt trying to bring out some trickery here in the postseason, and you got to learn from it. You got to erase it like that. This is win or go home. Indians going for 2. Sam Harp rolling over here near side, going to throw, looking. It's tipped at the goal line, and it's an incompletion. The Aiden Gordon had the deflection. Andale leads 14-0, 5:34 to go in the first. Dan, let's just keep it right here. Sam Harp, man, I like the play action that he has, and then he can roll. He rolled over here near side this time and still was able to get loose.
The best thing about the whole play, though, is that it isn't just up to Sam Harp. I mean, there is blocking going on all the way down the field as he went. Even inside the 10, there was one more block for a touchdown. So as they call him during their practice sessions and during their film sessions, they got another touchdown block. And so as we were saying before, he is so athletic. Clay Center knows now already. They cannot contain him when he gets to the outside.
Thanks some of our boosters real quick as Austin Bugner's kick is going to be fielded, and it's going to come up to the 35 as it got kicked out of bounds. So Clay Center will take over trailing 14-0, 5:34 to go in the first as it's a kick out of bounds by Austin Bugner. Thanks some of our boosters real quick. Hutchinson Community College, Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, First National Bank, Prairie Land Partners, Bullseye Irrigation, Heartland Soil Services, Jonathan Dansel, Integrity Ag, Andale Ready Mix, Idea Tech, 37 Print Co., Birdcamp Insurance. So there's plenty more, and we'll mention them throughout the game here tonight. 1st and 10 for Clay Center on 35. Dan, I believe you had something.
Now look at this already. That just by not kicking it down there deep in the field, they already start the ball at the 35. And before, it's always been at the 20.
So this will be interesting as Hoffman toss far side. This is Jaron Brumfield, one of their slot backs. He's going to get up to the 39-yard line for 4. So there's the third different player as Sam Kupker with the tackle for Andale.
Okay, they're not going to go away from what they've been doing. The flexbone doesn't make you, they're not going to change any of the things that they have so far. That was the first time they threw to the option, to the slot back.
2nd and 6 for Clay Center on 39, far hash. Hoffman with a 2. Too tight. Gurton the back. Gurton's going to get it. And he's in the second level. He's got the first down to near midfield. Second first down of the game for Clay Center as the Tigers are moving as he gets 11, his second longest run of the night, and it's a 1st and 10 for Clay Center. They're quick to the ball, 1st and 10 from midfield. Gurton now with 42 yards rushing. 14-0 Andale at 4:30 to go here in the first. Gurton now 7 yards away from surpassing. He needs 8. He needs at least 8 to get to 1,300 on the year. Gurton's going to get it left side into Andale territory to the 47. Looks like Horsch was in there as Gurton's going to get to the Andale 47 for 3.
The quarterback does a good job on his ball handling in the backfield. He carries out his fake swell, and it makes it tough. You're not sure if he's going with the option or giving to the fullback.
Second down and 7 now for Clay Center. We just went under 4 minutes here in the first quarter with Andale leading 14-0 on 2 long touchdown runs by Sam Harp. They do have a receiver each side. 10 on the play clock for Mark Henry in his 6th season, 36-24. Right side handoff, Girton to the 45. It's like Grimes, Horsch, 1 yard. 1 yard for Girton. It's third down and still a medium ways to go. 3rd and 6 coming up.
I'm sure this is 4-down territory for them, so they see this 6 yards is just really 2 more plays. Give it to the fullback, and they believe they'll be able to get it. I think that's going to be their idea right here.
3rd and 6, Clay Center, Andale 46, near the far hash. 12 on the play clock for the Tigers. They do have a receiver here near side, which is their freshman tight end, Caden Schwab. 4 on the play clock. Keeper by Hoffman, tripped up and diving towards the 41 of Andale, and that is where the first down marker is. They're going to say he's short.
Good play by their quarterback. Fake to the fullback, kept it for the first time.
4 down territory, 4th and inches for Clay Center, Andale 41. Hoffman, maybe a hard count here. 20 on the play clock. 2:29 to go in the first. Andale leads 14-0. Got scores galore coming in, so we'll try to get it to you here in just a moment. I don't know if Mark Henry will try to, and they will go Girton past the 40 to the 38th, first down.
Notice each time they're coming up to the line of scrimmage, pausing, waiting, because they're trying to use as much of the clock as they can. Each time they're using the full 35 seconds, trying to utilize that, reduce the amount of time that Andale has the football.
Horshaw with the tackle, 1st and 10 for Clay Center. It's a gain of 2 for Girton. 11 carries, 48 yards, getting the workload here in the first quarter. So Hoffman under center, 10 on the play clock. Girton's going to get it again. Ball might have came out, but Hoffman kept it on a keeper. Looked like Emery Kraft there, and maybe, Emery Kraft, the first one to get there. Lost back to the 40 for a loss of 1. That's the second time the Indians have gotten to Hoffman in the backfield.
See, and that's the key. All of a sudden, now they've got 2nd and long. No positive yards in that first down. Now we'll see what happens with this set of downs. That could be a huge key on what happens every first down.
And say 2nd down and 13 now from the 40. Toss, far side, blown up again in the backfield, back to the 45-yard line. Sam Kupker with the TFL. It's 3rd and 17. Brumfield on the run, a loss of 4. And a timeout for an injury, and this is Quinn Schrock, 6'1", 285, a junior. This is an injury timeout. It's brought to you by Pile Law. Pile Law, have you been injured at work or in a car wreck? Pile Law takes the time to explain your options and get you the benefits you deserve. So, Shibe? Okay. So as the offensive lineman for Clay Center getting treated too. Let's get a 30-second break in while we have this injury timeout. 51 seconds to go in the first. Andale leads 14-0. Back in 30 seconds as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need, where you need it, for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help.
Heartland Soil Services.
And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Ad Astra Radio.
Quinn Chai, the injured party for Clay Center, and now 3rd down and 17 for the Tigers as the clock begins to roll here at towards the latter stages of quarter number 1. It's 3rd and 17, Clay Center from the Andale 45. 15 on the play clock. about a 20-second differential between game and play clock. Handoff, Gerton, right side, going to get past the 45 to the 43, only going to get 2. And now here's a 4th down and long as Gerton just went over 1,300 on the year.
But a very important job by the defense there. Now they make it down, and this comes back to film study time. Coaches will sit there and know what they like to do on 4th and long, 3rd and long. And so now this becomes a very important, probably, I'm guessing, looks like a timeout.
No, it's quarter. Andale leads 14-0. We're back in a minute as Andale, good first quarter. They lead 14-0. We're back in a minute as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
At Hutch CC, I learned way more than what was in the books. Small classes, real support, and friends who feel like family. It gave me the confidence to chase what's next. Your future begins at hutchcc.edu.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought. The best offer they made was $30,000, and the jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phos and micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied up phos out in your fields. We are also your area Pivot Bio and LG Seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagcells.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Clay Center punt to start quarter number 2, going from left to right. Sam Harp deep as Gerton kicks it away from Harp. Andale's going to take over where? Let's get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Big boy game in Chapel Hill, North Carolina tonight. The Kansas Jayhawks lead North Carolina 2015, nearing the halfway point of the first half in the Dean Dome. So Andale will take over 1st and 10 on 23-yard line.
Okay, this is the longest field that Andale's had to start their offense, so they still, 1, 2, 3, 4. There is still 9 guys committed to the run here by Clay Center.
Drayden Dansel with the run past the 25 to the 26. Give the junior 3.
That was an important, really, he got hit as soon as he got the contact, but he did a great job making yards after contact. Great run. Even though it's 4 yards, you don't realize how important that is.
Right. So they started at the 23. So Dansel gets 4. 2nd and 6, Andale on their own 27. Scoreboard says 29. 2 yards behind. Sam Harp, handoff right side, Noah Stanley. Into the second level. Noah, 45, 46-yard line. We did speak to Noah's mom earlier, and the sophomore, a big run to the 46, 17 yards for Stanley for a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you.
Offensive line continues to do an excellent job. We're back to running in between the tackles, and now Clay Center, even though committed 9, giving up a lot of yards.
Minute into the second. Sam Harp, bootleg, 50 to the 49. Harp's going to get 5 yards. Sam Harp, 3 carries for 134. If he gets over 150 here tonight, he's going to go over 1,000 yards rushing.
We expect that, though. We're spoiled now.
Well, he's 16 yards away from it.
We're so spoiled now from watching him play throughout the year.
10:20 to go here in the first half. Andale leads 14-0. 2nd and 5 from the 49. Harp, play action, rolling far side. Harp's going to keep it, gets a block. Flag thrown by Ian Kelly, and this is probably going to be a hold coming back. So a 10-yard penalty from the spot. It's the 3rd penalty against the Indians. Get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Last check, Dan, Cheney and Holcomb was at 7-6 in the first quarter. So We're going to try to keep you updated on all the 3A games of interest.
I think the winner of that one gets the luxury of traveling clear to Rock Creek probably next week.
Yes. How about that trip for Holcomb? Going all the way to the east side of Manhattan. 2nd and 15. Harp, option right side. Gonna maybe get 1 or 2. Clay Center read that immediately as Carter Beswick, one of the guys in there. Here's 3rd and 13 now. Something Andale hasn't seen here in a couple of games.
And now all of a sudden we can see the difference of having a penalty. Now you're working behind the chains a little bit. So tougher right here. And we're on our side of the 450. So this is a huge down in order to decide. Can we get a full 13 or do we get part of it and then go for it?
3rd and 13, Andale on 43. 8 on the play clock. Rick Bertamai to the ball. Andale needs the Clay Center 44. Sam Hart, play action. Sam going to screen it to Grimes here near side. It's his 6th catch of the year. 150, 45, 40. That is Grimes' first catch that hasn't gone for a touchdown this year, but it does go for a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you.
We were 1 block away. One of the players had a chance right there to make that block. His guy ended up making the tackle, but still, good effort. People out in front got the first down. All of a sudden, the pressure's back on Clay Center.
17 yards for the reception for Grimes. It's 1st and 10, Andale from the Clay Center 40 near hash at 9:15 to go here in the second quarter with a 14-0 lead for the homestanding Indians. Harp, right side, trying to get a block. Harp's going to dive forward to the 35. He did get a little block there, but that's a hard-earned 5 yards for Harp. 141 for Sam.
But we'll take it. 5 yards at a clip. That should work out.
We're seeing a lot of what you have liked. Get that medium distance on first down. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Noah Stanley, or Jack Horst. There is Noah. He's inside the 30. He does have the first down. As Stanley breaks off another great run for a First National Bank. First down, First National Bank is first for you as Stanley gets to the 28 for 7.
See, that's what's interesting. Andale doesn't just go to one back. Clay Center's kind of relied upon their fullback. Andale completely different than that.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line of Clay Center. Harp under center with the 3 backs in the T-wing. Harp hands it off left side. Noah Stanley. Going to get to the 27, maybe the 26, pending the spot. Be 2 yards for Noah.
Okay, there's the difference. Only 2 yards on that first down. So that changes the whole idea of how you approach these next few. We're still in 4-down territory, so really you got 3 downs to make 8 yards. Very possible.
2nd down and a long 9 from the 27 of Clay Center. Harp. Toss to Stanley, flag thrown far side. And get another illegal one against Andale. A false start. 4th penalty against Andale here in the first half. 25 yards, a penalty yardage, as Andale going to be pushed back to the 32 of Clay Center.
All of them have been the same variety. Just don't believe that official over there on that side. It's his interpretation, but he doesn't believe Andale's been getting set. So he's called every one of those that linesman has. And so interesting. Got to do a good job. Make sure that we're all the way set. Sam can't get in a hurry. Make sure everybody's down before they have him snap the ball.
2nd down and 14 for Andale from the Clay Center 32. 7:25 to go in the second. Andale with a 14-0 lead. Harp on play action will keep it. 30, Sam spins and ran to a Clay Center defender. That was Drew Hoffman, the quarterback, who wasn't listed as a starter, but he does play linebacker as Harp gets the penalty yardage back for 5 and 3rd down and 9.
Obviously, the most physical team that we've seen in quite a while, so this is interesting to see how we handle this. The game's going to take a little bit longer for each drive. You know, you're not able to score in 1 or 2 plays like we did earlier, but that's still this is a sign of a good team. Can you march, clear down this field, and score?
3rd and 9 for Andale. Play action for Harp. Gets a good block. Harp gonna throw, looking for a man. Has Cruz. Kaiser breaks the tackle far side. Cruz is inside the 10. Cruz, his second catch of the year. That first one came in week 1 against El Dorado. It's 1st and goal for Andale. A First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. It's 21 for Kaiser.
Excellent job. Got his feet set, Sam did, and then simply a curl route by Cruz. Nice throw and catch.
How about that? First catch in 8 weeks. Noah Stanley, left side, trying to get there. Diving there, he's inside the 5. Oh, they gave it to him. Touchdown, Andale. Noah Stanley with a 6-yard run. Noah, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. 20-0 Andale at 6:04 to go in the second.
Leg day paid off again in the weight room right there. Good, strong core. Nice job of keeping his feet moving. Excellent job by offense. He didn't get hit until the second level, but he kept his legs moving. Nice job, Noah.
It's going to be fun to watch Noah Stanley the next 2 years on the gridiron as Harp will hand it off. After the layer right side, he is in. After the layer completes the 2-point conversion, Indians lead 22-0, 6:04 to go in the second. We're back in 30 seconds as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Drive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
Nurses partner with a staffing agency that puts you first. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing offers top weekly pay, full benefits, and a nurse-owned team that's available 24 hours a day. Whether you want travel, local, contract, or PRN shifts, let Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing help you find the right fit so you can focus on providing that exceptional patient care. Apply now with Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing at ckmedicalstaffing.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Noah Stanley, a 6-yard run. Andale leads 22-0 at 6:04 to go in the second.
Okay, we got in by a touchdown run, but really the two key plays there was the screen on 3rd and long over here to Hunter Grimes, and then the curl route to Cruz Kaiser.
Here's the return. Boom, 30, 35, making the long run, Leitzel. And Leitzel's going to get up to near the 40, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Clay Center, down 22-0 at 5:57 to go in the first. Imagine you debating or marching before hundreds of people. Kansas high school students have been debating and performing spectacular marching halftime since school started. You are invited to support the fall activity programs of your school, attend a game, volunteer to judge a debate, enjoy a music program, a public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association, and Ad Astra Radio. 1st and 10 for Clay Center on 39, going from left to right, blown up in the backfield, Leitzel. And instead of going to Gurton, they went with Leitzel that time.
Okay, they tried to use one of their slot backs for even on the inside, so nothing there. So right now we're back with Grimes and Dansel on the inside linebackers.
1 yard for Leitzel, his first carry of the night. 5.5 to go here in the second. Andale leads 22-0. Drew Hoffman under center, too tight. With Gurton to back. Gurton's going to get right side, blown up again, no gain. Sam Kupker, the first one to trip him up. 3rd down and long.
Excellent job. Coach Fairchild knew they were probably going back to their fullback right there. So he had action from his defense, fired his outside linebacker in early, able to break it up before it even got started.
Thanks some of our boosters real quick. Alan Samuel, CDJR, People's Bank and Trust, I Need a Cleaners, Pile Law, and the Hub.
Here we are again. They're holding on to the play. They're not going to run it until it's inside 10 seconds or even 5 seconds.
10 on the play clock, 4:42 to go in the first half. Andale leads 22-0. Handoff, that's Hoffman, and he kept it. Ball might have came out, but the Andale defense getting there. It is 4th down, though.
Once again, Coach Fairchild crashed with
Emery Kraft again.
With the corner also, and so they're really disrupting their offense, making it very tough. It'll be interesting. Now, they don't want to give up this ball, but they don't have much choice here at all. And last 2 times they have punted out of bounds on purpose. They don't want to punt it to Sam Harp either.
Sam Harp, who's already got nearing 150 yards rushing.
That was a huge defensive series right there because they got to start on the 40-yard line.
Girton nearly blocked by Allaire. Harp's going to get a chance to return it from the 22. Near side, Sam, 30, spins, and he's up to the 34. 3:49 to go in the second. 22-0 Indians. They dared him. They dared him to return it. But after Allaire, Dan, I could see him getting to Girton and almost blocking it.
Really important defensive series because now it gives Coach Schmidt time to run several plays here. He doesn't try to have to get it all in 1 or 2 plays. He can march it down the field and use this entire 3 minutes if needed.
1st and 10, Andale on their own 34-yard line. Harp will keep it here near side. 40, Sam, 50. Tripped out of bounds as there was Leitzel, but not until Harp gets to the 50-yard line for 16. It's a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you as Harp, with that run, just went over 1,000 on the year.
Can you imagine you're the defensive coordinator trying to figure out Coach Schmidt and his calls? He's run everything at him, inside the tackles, outside the tackle. He's thrown a couple times, 2 or 3 times. Excellent calls by Coach Schmidt and the entire staff as they look out there on the Clay Center defense.
1st and 10 from midfield. Harp will hand it off left side. It's Jack Horse. 30, stiff arm for Jack. 25, forced out of bounds to the 21. 29 for Jack. And it's a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you.
That's at least 3 different running backs that have had runs over 10, 15 yards already this evening. So once again, that makes it tough. You're not relying on one back. You can keep going to a different one each time.
It said Horse was out of bounds at the 24-yard line. He got 26, though. So Ando going to work. Play action for Harp. Harp going to keep it. He was about to throw. And Harp's going. 15, 10, got blocked again. Flag thrown. As Harp did get into the end zone for a touchdown, but this flag is going to be a hold on the Indians.
Okay, a player trying to get a touchdown block, trying to do the job down the field.
That was Jack.
Just one of those effort type of blocks. You don't get too upset because players are trying to do the right thing right there. They're trying to make a block so that it can spring them, but it's still probably going to be a first down. There can be some good here. We still got 3 minutes yet. You can use a little bit more of the clock for the half.
And Andale does get the ball to start the second half, too.
So I'm trying to look up there. 1st and 5. You
First
go
and
back.
5 from the 28, maybe 1st and 5 from the 24. Harp, handoff. Noah Stanley ran into one of his own man as Noah getting close to the 20. He's going to get 1 yard to the 23. It looked like he got more. Girton on the tackle as Noah Stanley with 1 yard. 2nd and 4.
4 down territory.
Yes.
Plenty of time.
3 minutes to go and a half. Andale leads 22-0. Sam Harp will keep it. Bootleg left side. Spinning. He's inside the 15. Well, it is a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. He is inside the 15 to the 13. I think it was at about the 21. As Andale quickly aligns, it's 1st and 10. This is Sam Harp keeping it, spun and had pressure there, bringing the pressure for Clay Center with Carter Beswick. No gain for Harp.
Impressed because Clay Center did a good job of covering receivers, and he's made it tough for the first look that Sam has, and it's really tough to keep going through progressions at this stage in high school. And so if you don't see that first receiver, he's been taken off.
Hand off and breaking in the second level, walking in, Jack Horse, touchdown Andale. Fireworks going off again as Jack with a 14-yard touchdown run. Andale leads 28-0, 1:57 to go in the half.
That one will be interesting in film study. No one touched him all the way through. So every block was made that was needed. So the offensive line earned that one right there.
Andale trying to go up 30-0 here. 1:57 to go here in the half. The Indians, like I mentioned, get the ball to start the second. Horsch, right side run. He's going to have this score on his own. 30-0 Andale, 1:57 to go here in the first half. We're back in 30 seconds as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing, Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Caden Schwab with the return on the Austin Bugner kick as they get to the 35. All three timeouts for Mark Henry's Tigers, trailing 30-0, 1:47 to go here in the half. First and 10 for Clay Center at their own 35-yard line.
I know I'm going to go back quite a ways, but this is why that last defensive possession was so important. They only got 4 downs, and now it gave Andale a whole 3 minutes in order to score. So here we go again. Cannot let them get any momentum going in at halftime.
And going nowhere left side, it was Girton. And Dylan Schmidt going to play conservative and call a timeout, his first of 3. As Girton gets 1 yard, 2nd and 9. Let's get you a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. North Carolina was leading 25-22. KU's on a 10-0 run right now, leading 32-25. Just about 3 minutes to go in the first half from the Dean Dome. And Darren Peterson, the talented freshman, has 11 first half points for the Hawks. We got a big boy game in Arizona tomorrow.
Okay, as we look out here now, if you're the Clay Center, what are you going to try to do? Is there a play that you have that you haven't used throughout the year? Is there a way that you can try to get one of your split guys open? Because right now they do not have enough time in order to march it down the field, I do not believe. So they've got to have, this is when you'd want to use one of your little pass plays, misdirection, something probably. I don't believe they can march it down the field.
Dan, another interesting score in 3A. Rock Creek leading Heston 7-6. Right side run, Girton. Girton, he's going to get 2 and another timeout for Dylan Schmidt.
Okay, that falls into Andale's favor right there if they decide they're going to do that. Maybe they thought we were going to play it soft and not be able to stop the inside run. That's okay. That was a good choice. Clay Center's going to go with what they believe right here. Okay, 3rd down, and if you're really trying to get another score before half, this has to be a stop by Andale. I'm looking out there trying to decide. It looks like our normal group. It's really tough because they've been playing quite a few on defense. Last few times it's been Dancel and Grimes on the inside linebacker. So hopefully we're just out there working away. We got different adjustments made. This will be interesting to see. We got in defensive secondary. Cruz, Kaiser, and Sam Harp become important right here to make sure that they're reading their keys. Can't let a big play happen right here.
Let's thank some of our boosters real quick. Hutchinson Community College, Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, First National Bank, Prairie Land Partners, Bullseye Irrigation and Heartland Soil Services. 3rd and 7 for Clay Center on 38. 1:38 to go here in the half. Andale leads 30-0. Hoffman, or no, it's Leitzel. They went with Leitzel that time and got back to the line of scrimmage. And Dylan Schmidt just burned another timeout, his final one. So Andale's going to have maybe about 1:20 here in the half to try to get some more points going in the locker room.
Well, this will be interesting also by Clay Center. Do you give Andale the chance in order to try to get the ball, or do you run it again? Do you go ahead and actually punt the football? But if you don't make it, of course, you're giving them a short field. One of those decisions Clay Center's got to make right here.
Yes.
Could be a big decision, though. If they believe they can stay in the game at all, they would go for it.
Yeah.
They would try to advance the ball and try to get a score before half.
Let's get you another Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. 4A score, Wamego leading Bueller 20-7. Phillipsburg leading Haven 21-0. Haven had to go all the way up to Phillipsburg for a 2A regional. Hutch Central Christian leading Logan Palco 48-0 about midway through the second quarter. If that margin stands, that game will be over at half. 4th and 5 for Clay Center from their own 40, and they're going to punt this football away. Girton is going to let Harp field it, and it went over his head, but he tracked it down at the 19. Sam, 25-30. Here goes Harp. 45, 50. Got blockers in front of him. It's still there, cutting. 30, 20, 15. He is inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Sam Harp, the magician, does it again. And Andale's in the red zone. 1:14 to go in the half. Trying to go up 36 or even 38 here.
Not only the run, you just have to be so impressed by the expectation from this coaching staff. Hey, if you're on the punt return team, we expect you to block. And that's what happened right there. It had a whole wall of blockers back there. Obviously, excellent job of Sam Harp to pick up the ball and take off. But unbelievable blocking all the way down the field.
66 yards for Harp on the return. It's 1st and 10. Andale from the 15. Harp, hand off to Afton-Allaire, or Jack Horsch, diving forward to the 9. 6 yards for Jack. And we near a minute to go. So 2nd down and 4. Jack Horsch inside the 5 to about the 2.
That's Jack. He just soon run over you as to go around
Let him
you
do
right
it.
there. Just punish you.
1st and goal, Andale. Sam Harp's going to finish it on his own. Touchdown, Andale. And it's 36-0. It was at the 4-yard line.
I'm sorry. Well, you mean how far away
Yeah, how
was it?
far it was.
Yeah, he was about the 4.
So 4-yard run for Sam Harp. 10 carries, 172 yards, and 3 scores.
Look at the discipline Andale had throughout that play right there. They ran 2 plays. They ran the same play twice in a row to Jack Horsch, and then came back already with a very quick call. Players already knew how to do this. They had it practice paying off again.
Here's a 2-point conversion. Afton-Allaire, hurdle a man, and he gets the 2. 38-0 Andale, 47 seconds to go. It took him only 30 seconds, at least 30 to score.
That was impressive.
28 seconds to be exact.
Boy, if you're watching this on film, down the future opponent, you're sitting there going, holy moly, what are we going to do to stop this group right here?
If Andale wins, they take on the winner of Pratt and Holcomb here next week. That game hasn't even kicked off. The only game in 3A West to not start at 6.
Well, you know, if they were smart, if Pratt and Holcomb, they would be watching our broadcast, right? Wouldn't they be sitting here watching this in the locker room trying to get ready for this? No, I know they're not right now, but they'll watch it on Huddle later.
Yes.
But if yours anytime, I don't care who's watching right here, you have to be totally impressed, not only with the offense, but the defense too for this Andale Indians. Excellent job tonight. Coaching staff, great preparation, and have shown out here with excellent play by all the players.
You want to know the numbers real quick? 310 to 54. Andale, 21 carries, 272 yards, averaging 13 yards a carry. Here's a return inside the 10. It is Leitzel cutting over 25 to the 30. And Mark Henry and the Clay Center Tigers have 41 seconds to work with, down 38-0 with a 1st and 10. And they've only been in Andale territory once.
And it was good right there. Here we go. Aiden Allaire that time.
All right.
And then Brody Kelp, both of them down there on the kickoff coverage.
Dan, here's a key 3A game on the East. It's a 3-6 matchup. Holton had to go all the way to Frontenac, and the Holton Wildcats under Brooks Sparta lead Frontenac 7-0. Girton not going to get anywhere and stood up and, don't go. And there's going to be a late flag on Kupker. Too much pressure there, and they are going to give Clay Center a 1st down on an unsportsmanlike. It's Afton Allaire got part of it too. That's a 1st down for Clay Center.
Okay, that's their first down. If we went back and looked at again, I would bet 2 or 3 series of offense right there. Been several times before they've had a good offensive series. So here we go. 30 seconds, though. What we said before, you can't let him get any momentum going in.
That's right. 1st and 10 for Clay Center on 49. Halftime from the Dean Dome. KU leads North Carolina 37-29. Handoff right side. Girton going to get 2 yards to the Andale 49, and they got to be quick to the ball. Be 3 yards for Girton, who's now at 16 carries for 56 yards.
Afton Allaire playing outside backer, got there early. Good job.
Probably the final play of the half. Here's the toss to Leitzel, 45, breaking loose, has the 1st down to about the 38, 7 seconds. And I believe Mark Henry did call a timeout. It is spotted at the 38-yard line. Leitzel with 11. That is only the 3rd run of 10 or more allowed by this Andale defense here in the first half. 7 seconds to go in the half. And with a team that's run dominant, they might have a sneak play of a Hail Mary. But here's the thing, Dan. Drew Hoffman on the year, 11 of 34, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 picks.
Yeah, you've got to come up with something, but this is part of it. You always have one play sitting there hoping that you might need it. What are we on, about the 40? So
38-yard line of Andale.
I know, Andale used the screen pass back to the weak side. They may have a halfback pass from their, throw from their slot. You never know for sure, but they've got to play out there. Now it becomes important for a secondary. Knock it down.
So 1st and 10, Clay Center from the 38 of Andale. 7 seconds to go. Hoffman's going to throw. Looking for a man here near side. Overthrew him. 2 seconds. The intended target was Caden Good, who only has 1 catch on the year of 34 yards and a score, and now 2 seconds to work with for Clay Center.
Same thing. Only thing they can do is try to throw clear down there and try to get yards after the catch. The only other inside linebackers stay at home. Make sure you take care of business in case they do give it to the fullback. 2nd down and 10, Clay Center from the Andale 38 far hash. I believe they're just going to, let's see what they do. It's a running play, right side. And ball came out. Andale has it. They're going to try to return it. Ball came out again. Clay Center got back on it maybe. Grimes got on it. So Andale gets a fumble in the first half. It's 38-0 Indians. We go to the break here at Andale. Indians will come out of the break with the football after halftime. Let's get ready for the First National Bank halftime report. Andale leads 38-0 over Clay Center. We're back after this, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Tri-Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
You're listening to the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Next, tonight's starting lineups and the first half kickoff. Coverage of Indians football continues next with the First National Bank Halftime Report. First National Bank is first for you. Stream Indians football all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app.
Now's the time to inspect your fleet and save big with Prairieland Partners Power Inspections. Bundle your equipment to receive 50% off any inspection after your first 2 large ag inspections. Plus, receive a special gift with your 4th Inspect the Fleet piece of equipment. Get peace of mind today by letting their John Deere certified technicians inspect your equipment. Offers end 12/31/2025. Restrictions apply. Call, stop by, or visit prairielandpartners.com to schedule today.
Prairieland Partners.
Here's a bright idea. Don't buy the cheapest TP. It's not worth it. You know what is worth it? IdeaTek high-speed fiber internet. IdeaTek delivers seamless high-speed connectivity, and it won't disintegrate at just the worst possible moment. Don't go single-ply when it comes to your connectivity. Go fast and reliable. Reliability and quality, another bright idea from IdeaTek. Get high-speed IdeaTek fiber internet at ideatek.com.
The new Renke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio is used in all Renke systems. At Renke, you can take your pick from a range of materials to fend off corrosion and cater to your specific needs. Contact your local Renke dealer, Bullseye Irrigation of Inman, today. Renke uses common sense just like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Renke dealer. Renke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Tired of overpaying with online companies? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Co. in Hutch. Come see us and get your shirts printed locally. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
This is your halftime update from Ad Astra Sports. I'm Lucky Kid. The Kansas Jayhawks in action tonight in basketball as they're taking on North Carolina. Jayhawk football will be at Arizona State Saturday. Pregame coverage begins at 1 on 94.7 KSKU. Kansas State Wildcat football is off this weekend, but men's basketball will be in action. They're hosting Bellarmine coming up Saturday evening at 7. It's also bye week for the Kansas City Chiefs and for the Dallas Cowboys. Denver Broncos played on Thursday night. They kicked the Raiders back over the rock pile 10-7. A full slate of games is on the KCAC football schedule for Saturday. Among them, it will be Sterling at Friends, pregame 12:30 on Kansas Rocks 100.3 KNZS. McPherson will take on Kansas Wesleyan and Salina. Coverage on 98.9, 1540 KMCB will start at 12:30. Bethany will be hosting Tabor Saturday afternoon, pregame on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5 at 12:30. The other games in the conference, Bethel's at Evangel, Avila is at Ottawa, and Southwestern is taking on St. Mary. The Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragon women's soccer team will be hosting Cali Saturday afternoon at 2 in the Region 6 Women's Championship game. The Volleyball Dragons will face Colby Saturday evening at 7:30 at the NJCAA Plains District Tournament at Gross Coliseum in Hayes. Sterling College Lady Warrior Basketball taking on Oklahoma City tonight. Warrior Volleyball hosting Oklahoma Wesleyan Saturday afternoon at 1. Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragon basketball is taking part in the BSN Sports tip-off this evening at the Sports Arena. Lady Dragons playing NEO right now, facing Neosho County Saturday evening at 5:30. The men will play Southwestern Christian tonight, Lamar Saturday evening at 7:30. We'll be back to take a look at the scoreboard and other sports stuff right after this.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblue.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
At Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hutchinson, it's not just about buying a car, it's about how you're treated every step of the way. Drive home today in a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 with 0% financing for 72 months with approved credit. Or choose the bold and stylish 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months with approved credit. No matter which you pick, you'll find unbeatable deals and the service you deserve.
Like Mr. Samuels always says, come by, let's be friends.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Hutchinson.
Let the party begin where the pizza never ends. Come fuel up, raise up a cup, gather up your grub at the hub.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Checking the Ad Astra Radio scoreboard, 6-man action. The one game played Tuesday night. Peabody Burns down Southern Coffee County 50-0. Peabody Burns will play the winner of tonight's Tesca-Chatopa game. At the end of the first quarter, it was Pawnee Heights up on Cheyenne by a score of 12-6. Marvinton Valley leading Frankfort 22-14 early in the second period in 8-man Division 1, where Central Christian right now is leading Logan Palco in the second quarter 48-0. Hill City was up on Oxford in 8-man Division 1, 22-0. Sylvan Lucas leading Flint Hills 28-8 in the second. In the early starting 8-man Division 1 games, looking at 1A, one score that we have in from the early game tonight, Colgan is leading Troy 20-0 at the end of one. In 2A, Phillipsburg right now leading Haven 21-7. That's the second quarter score. 3A second quarter, Andale up on Clay Center 22-0. Rock Creek leading Heston 7-6. Heston failed on a point after try. And right now, Holcomb is leading Cheney 12-0 that game in the second period. Holton was up on Frontenac 7-0 late in the second. In 4A, the one early game tonight has Wamego up on Bueller in the second period, 20-7. The last score we had from there. We'll send you back to your game right after this on the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to the Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio. I'm Lucky Kid.
This is the First National Bank Halftime Report. On the way, we'll recap tonight's first half. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for, relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got hail damage? Let Hutch Auto Body take it from here. Hutch Auto Body makes it easy with expert paintless dent repair, backed by a lifetime warranty. Locally owned, community-focused, and committed to giving you first-class service from start to finish. When storms roll through, count on the shop that's here long after they're gone. Hutch Auto Body in downtown Hutchinson, where quality, service, and community come first.
The Barn on Highway 50 in Burton will fill you to the top with delicious homemade food. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can't go wrong with the Barn's full-flavored menu or their fresh desserts made daily. Dine in or have a seat and a drink at the Barn's unique bar. Like the Barn on Facebook for daily specials. The Barn. Home is where the barn is.
Hi, this is Ryan Burkamp. At Burkamp Insurance Center, a member of Iron Insurance Partners, protecting what matters most has always been our mission. We are still rooted right here in your community, offering local service, trusted guidance, and a growing network of support. From farms to families to businesses, we are here to help you protect what matters most, because your hometown is our hometown. Call us today at 620-662-0000 7067 or stop by and see us at 300 North Main Street, South Hutchinson.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Andale, as Andale leads 38-0 with Reed Huckins up top alongside Dan Buchanan. He'll be back with us in a moment. And I'm Dylan Sherwood as Andale leads 38-0. And we have seen what Andale has done throughout the year and have done some good things. 310 yards of offense for the Andale Indians. Ground and pound, averaging 13 yards a carry, Dan.
And the best thing is you've seen it from both ways. Some, they've run off a bunch of series of plays, Andale did, and also with big plays. So did it with special plays and also with ground and pound a little bit and mixing it up. As we were saying earlier, it would be so hard to be the defensive coordinator for Clay Center right now.
We are going to give you a lot of, or at least multiple score updates that we have in Class 3A. Let's go over the stats real quick here in the First National Bank halftime report. First for Clay Center, Isaac Gurton has 16 carries, 56 yards. Brumfield, 2 for 0. Leitzel, 3 for 14. Hoffman, 4 for -2. Hoffman's 0 for 1. Clay Center penalized one time for 5 yards. 68 yards of offense for Clay Center. 5 first downs. They're averaging almost 3 yards a carry. They ran 26 plays in that first half offensively, held to 68 yards. And I totally forgot they did have that fumble on that team rush, so that's going to calculate probably, I think, -4 as Hunter Grimes, so that's going to boost them back to 64.
All right, did you say 5 first downs total for
five
them?
First downs.
Okay, and so you look out there and you look at the scoreboard and you see 38. Man, the offense is playing well. No. What is playing well is the defense right now. They have given field position to the offense. Great calls by Coach Schmidt and the coaching staff. But the defense has really stepped up right here. They've never let them, maybe once, did they ever have 2 first downs in a row. See, and that's the other key as you're looking out there. Now, we keep watching. A couple times when they got things going, we didn't have good kickoffs. So, and then at the end, we got another good kickoff from Austin Wagner. And so it makes a difference. And so we need that each time so that they have to start with a long field. Get the ball at the start of the second half. This will be interesting because there's no doubt everybody's looking up there. Hey, can we get this thing to 45?
Yep.
And you're looking at this for a couple reasons. Not only because you want to win, but also, hey, you get it to 45 in running clock. That means you have a better chance of getting guys off the field and staying healthy.
All right, Dan, real quickly, the Andale numbers. Like I mentioned, 310 yards total offense, 272 on the ground, 21 carries, 272, averaging 13 yards a carry. Sam Harp, it's been a while since he's been in triple digits rushing the football. 10 carries, 172 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Lane Parthimer has 1 for 6. Jack Horsch, 4 for 55 in the score. Noah Stanley, 5 for 35 in the score. Drayden Dansel, 1 for 4. Harp, 2 for 2, 38 yards passing, 17 yards to Grimes. Kaiser had 1 for 21. Andale penalized 6 times for 50 yards as Andale did not turn the ball over. 38-0 Indians here at the break in Andale. And Dan, real quickly, let's recap what else has happened recently.
I agree.
I was able to be at the sports arena in Hutchinson last weekend, Friday and Saturday for the Andale volleyball team, going 3-0 in pool play, beating Bishop Miege, beating Paola, beating Rock Creek. They had to go to 3 sets for the second and third times this year. They were 0-1 in 3-set matches. They had to go to 3 against Clay Center to get to the championship game. They won a dominating first set against Hayden in the championship match. Came back from 7 down in set number 2, still lost that match by 2, but came back and won the 3rd set and ended up winning the program's 2nd state title in 5 years. So congrats to the Andale volleyball team, 36-1. Cross country team 2nd, Jack Cutler 9th. What a performance, and I know Joe Westerhouse was, as the teams were being recognized before the game, but ABCTL champs.
And I was able to go up to Wellmigo and watch grandson, and he was part of the from the cross-country group. But Coach Getzes did a great job with that. They've won several cross-country meets, and so stop and take a look. They get second in the state. That's pretty darn good. That's a heck of a year.
That's a trophy in the school now.
It's the highest they've ever finished in cross-country, and so let's go back and take a look at this. You got the number 1 team in football, you've got the number 1 team in volleyball, and you got the second best team in cross-country. I would say fall activities are going pretty darn well for Andale.
It's been great to watch.
Be proud of everything that's going on at Andale, you fans over here, because there is a bunch of great kids that are learning, and they're gaining a whole bunch by competing in and in every night, and you have to be proud of every coaching staff, all the different sports, because you are blessed with a great bunch of people that are doing a great job coaching, and fantastic job by the athletes.
All right, it's time for our Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Forgot to mention this in the first half, but I'll go ahead and read it right now. Stream live audio and video with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Nextech Wireless. The latest phones and devices at the best prices. As Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update, Bueller Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. The only game in 3A West that just kicked off. Pratt leads Hugoton early, 7-0. Halftime from Holcomb, Cheney leads Holcomb 17-12. Rock Creek leading Heston 14-13. Those are all the 3A West scores. 3A East, Holton was leading Frontenac 7-0. Other games in 3A East, Wellsville at Hayden, Jeff West at Prairie View, and Girard at Santa Fe Trail. Santa Fe Trail escaped their first-round matchup, had to win that in overtime last week.
I don't know very much about it on the east side, but on the west
I know about
side,
Hayden so bad.
Yeah, this is important, though, as we keep concentrating, trying to get every step, and now we're looking for the winner of the Pratt-Cheney game, right?
Pratt-Hugoton.
Pratt-Hugoton, my fault. I knew that. Yeah. And so that becomes very important, but remember, everything comes through right here through Andale, so we'll keep track here throughout the second half.
Let me give you some other noteworthy scores. Augusta last week went to McPherson, beating the Bullpups twice this year. Dan Buchanan, they lead the number 2 seed in Mulvane 14-0 early. That is early. Let's see, other scores I can get for you real quick. Like I mentioned, KU was leading 37-29 at the break. Bryson Tiller doing work early for the Hawks along with Darren Peterson. See if I can find other scores real quick. Cheney Holcomb 17-12. Early in the first quarter from Wichita Heights, Cape and Mount Carmel, number 1 team in 4A, leading Andover Central, the defending 4A champs, 14-0. Other scores of note. Wamego leading Bueller 20-13 at half. That's all I got at the moment that is noteworthy of our interest.
Okay, it'll be Andale to receive the kickoff right here in the second half. No win, so it really isn't a factor which direction you're going tonight. And so as they receive right here, do you anticipate an onside? Do you anticipate anything different from Clay Center than they did in the first half? I don't know. We haven't seen a kickoff here yet from them. Don't even know what kind of ability they have. But this is an important drive.
Yes,
it is. As we were saying, we need to try to get this done early. And so if you can get to 45, not only do you need here, we need both here. We need a touchdown and an extra point.
Real quickly, I just got this. I have a connection that's doing the Hayden games in the postseason up in Topeka, and the Hayden Wildcats lead 7-0. There's 3:37 to go in the first quarter from Hayden.
Okay, deep for Andale. Looks like Jack Horsch.
Yeah, let Jack is back there.
If they kick it short at all, then you get the presence of Sam Harp. So.
Once again, our uniforms brought to you by Anita Cleaners in Hutchinson and Newton's, where to take your clothes. Clay Center and white tops, black lettering, black pants, Andale in all blacks. Here's the kick. It's a short kick, and they're going to get a flag up. It was fielded by one of the up men. I believe it was Colt Lane, and that's where it was. And they're going to tack on 15 more for unnecessary roughness. You go with an onside kick. trying to get a fair catch, and then you you bulldoze over the defender, and Andale's going to be gifted a free 15 yards, and they'll be in Clay Center territory for the first time, or first time here in the second half.
You can't be too upset with Clay Center. I think that was a smart move by them, trying to come up with something to give them a spark, because there's no advantage to them kicking it deep and then watching Andale just grind it down. They were trying to come up with a little bit of surprise. Good coaching maneuver by Andale, though. They were ready.
Indians will start 1st and 10 from the Clay Center 38 far hash, leading 38-0. If they can get into the end zone here real quick, it will be a rolling timer.
Okay, Clay Center's keeping their same format. They're trying to commit 9 to the run.
Sam Harp under center on 1st and 10. Handoff right side. Into the second level is Jack Horch. 20, 15, 10, 5. The Indians do it like that. Touchdown, Andale. Give Jack Horch a 39-yard touchdown run. It is 44-0. 8 seconds in to quarter number 2. Big blocking there by Caden Fowler. Let Jack break loose for 39-yard touchdown run.
I need Caden comes up pumping his fist because he knows he hit the touchdown block. Okay, that
they got like those pancakes.
Oh, that was excellent touchdown block. But also, before it even got there, the rest of the offensive line, he didn't even get touched through the whole play, did he? And so what a call, what a great job by the offensive line, and then capped it off by Caden Fowler, knocking the kid clear down.
All right, here's a critical extra point for Austin Bugner. Trying to get it to 45. Here's the kick. It's blocked. Oh, my. So electing to go for the PAT, it's blocked. It is 44-0 Andale, 11:52 to go in the third quarter. Let's get a 30-second break in, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
If high fertilizer prices have you scratching your head, call our team of professionals at Heartland Soil Services and let us help you determine exactly what you need, where you need it, for all of your fertility needs. If you've grid soil sampled within the last 4 years, we've got the data to make the prescription to put your fertilizer exactly where you need it. Or, if you'd like to try a grid soil sample, call us today and we can help. And remember, unless you test, it's just a guess.
Ad Astra Radio.
Well, it took 8 seconds for Andale to score, but a blocked PAT remains this game at 44-0, 11:52 to go here in the third. Stream live audio and video with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Nextech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices. Here's Bugner's kick from the 40. That's Clay Center going from right to left. Got muffed and going to be picked up by Leitzel far side, and Andale's trying to get him inside the 10. After an error, getting Leitzel, and this is the deepest Clay Center has been. The worst field position they've had all night. They'll start 1st and 10 inside their own 10-yard line.
Afton Lair and Parker Lease.
Yeah.
Down there early. Good job. Here we go. They're starting work. Clear down there. That is really making it a long field for them.
Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update involving 2 AVCTL 4 squads. Wellington leads Rose Hill 7-0. 1st and 10, Clay Center owns 7. Drew Hoffman. One in motion. Left side run. Trying to get into the second level. It's Girton to the 15. He's going to get 8.
Okay, they got to go back to their basic deal, but look what happened right there. They got a big 6 yards on the first down, and so as we've talked about in the first half, that first down is a key.
So 2nd down and 3 from the 14 of their own. Drew Hoffman. Too tight, one receiver. It's Aiden Gordon here near side. 11:12 to go here in the third. Andale leads 44-0. No rolling timer yet, with the margin at 44 at the moment. Margin needed is 45. Drew Hoffman, keeper, 20, stiff arm, 25, and great tackle there by Sam Harp, but not until Hoffman gets to the 26-yard line for 11, and the longest run he's had all night for a first down.
Okay, you got to give credit to Clay Center that came out, and here they are down 44-0, but they're coming out with the same format, using their flex bone, keeping it on the ground, following what they have been doing all year.
13 yards for Hoffman, or they're going to give them to the 27. It's 12 yards. 1st and 10 for Clay Center, own 27 here near hash. Drew Hoffman with 2 tight, receiver each side, Girton the back. 1 in motion, handoff, Girton right side. And get up to near the 30. Host of Indians there.
So they're making it tough. You got to play physical every down because they always have the threat of the fullback, and so constantly on the inside. You don't hear their names, but Tristan Coxon, Ethan Eck, and so on, they're making big plays in there. We just haven't even talked about them enough tonight, even though they're doing an excellent job. 2nd
and 7 from the 31-yard line near hash. 9:42 to go in the third. Andale leads 44-0. Toss to Girton here near side. Grimes and Kupker trying to cut over here near side. He's going to get nothing. That is the 5th time tonight they've held Girton to nothing.
Okay, I'm watching here on the defensive line. We were trying to bring them up here with Ethan Eck and Alex Krause, and it has been also Emery Kraft throughout the evening.
3rd and 7 for Clay Center on 31, 3 minutes into the third. Andale leads 44-0. Trying to get to sectional play next week. Right side run, and getting to the 35, it was their slot back, Brumfield. 4 yards. It's going to be 4th down and 3.
Even their players are yelling, want to go for it. Fullback back
and they're
there
not going for it. Girton's back to punt.
Be careful here. You still worry about if they end up trying something different.
Yeah.
Do you fake one right here? Do you do anything to try to change it up?
So Harp standing inside his own 30. It's 4th and 3 for Clay Center, own 35. Girton the punter. Bringing in an extra personnel. Another tight end. Girton. High snap. Kick is away. Nearly blocked. Harp's going to let it go. Take a bounce roll far side. It's going to be inside the 35. And Andale will take over there. 1st and 10. Ask any sports enthusiast what fall means in Kansas, and they'll tell you football, cross country, volleyball, soccer, and much more. The best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement will unfold during the next few months. Activities give fans the opportunity to show how much pride they have in our youth and to talk about their accomplishments. Support your school's student body, faculty, and administration. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and Ad Astra Radio. So 1st and 10, Andale from the 35 of their own. And going nowhere there is the Indians. I believe it was Horsch. No, it was Noah Stanley. No game for Noah.
Okay, as we said before, still, you got to give them credit for hanging in there. Here they are down by quite a bit, and they hung in there and did a good play. Give credit to Clay Center defense.
So 2nd and 10, Andale from their own 35, 7:38 to go in the third. Andale with a 44-0 lead. I'll get you more scores here throughout the second half. As the Indians to the ball, Sam Harp. Play action for Harp. Rolling here near side's going to keep it. Got a good block. 50, 45. Sam still loose, and he's past the 40. Where will they spot it? But a good run for Harp. It's a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you as Harp.
This is what we're talking about here. It's very important that you try to get this taken care of. Right there already we had 13. We had Lane Parthamer come off for a little bit. Colt Lane, excuse me. At 13, he came off limping a little bit. And right there, Hunter Grimes gets hit out of bounds. And so you're trying to prevent that. How do you? You want to stay healthy for the next round. You got to get plus 45 right here.
Sam Harp. Hand off to Afton. Larry's breaking loose in the secondary. Tiptoes, and he's going to get in for a 35-yard touchdown. And there's the margin that the Andale Indians want to see. It's 50-0. 6:42 to go in the third. Afton Allaire is into the score column with a 35-yard touchdown run.
Excellent job, offensive line. Once again, he gets to the second level without even being touched. That's a credit to the entire group right there.
And the timer is rolling. As Afton Allaire with the touchdown, he's touched the ball on 2-point conversions here tonight. That's only his second rushing touchdown of the year. Here's Austin Bugner to try to make this 51-0. Here's the snap. Placement is down. No. Kick is up.
Fernandez.
It is Seth Fernandez with the kick. So the PAT is good. It's 51-0 Andale. Halfway gone by here in the third. We're back in 30 seconds as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
At Hutch CC, I learned way more than what was in the books. Small classes, real support, and friends who feel like family. It gave me the confidence to chase what's next. Your future begins at hutchcc.edu.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought. The best offer today was $30,000. The jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Mann Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
Ad Astra Radio.
Quick Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Sterling leading Marion 13-0 after one. Dan, you have a thought.
Okay, even now we got second group of kickoff team and even different kicker. We got Hank, a freshman.
Hank Mulder. Joe Westerhouse playing the Garth Brooks here. Here's Hank's kick. The freshman. Going to get some playing time. 10, 15, 20. Oh, my. But dragging with him. A good tackle there by Braden Spexart. Good return there by Leitzel to the 40. And I can see Coach Schmidt over here on their side did not like the special teams. What the special teams did there, allowing the big return by Ethan Leitzel.
Good kick. Got it down to the 10. Just wasn't able to cover as well as we had them earlier. We're a little confused here on defense. We're trying to get a second group in, not really organized. This will be tough to stop this fullback with this group.
Drew Hoffman on 1st and 10. He's going to drop back, rolling far side. Judek with pressure is hauled in and has a first down. Making the catch is Noah Gibson, 6-foot junior. And the first pass completed by Clay Center.
Quite a challenge for the second group of defense right here. This is a good team. It doesn't seem like it from the score, but this is going to be very difficult. Different than previous teams. This one's a lot more physical.
13 yards for Gibson. It's 1st and 10. Breaking loose is Hoffman, the quarterback. He is near the 30-yard line. I see still some number ones in there. I believe Sam Kupker is still in there.
You can see Coach is sitting there trying to say, attack their legs. You got to tackle their legs. Look at this. Clay Center's going to go quick, trying to get some scores.
Girton, right side run, past the 25. He's going to get 6. The third first down for Clay Center here in the second half. We're under 3 to go with a 51-0 lead for Andale. If the result still holds, Andale will take on the winner between Pratt and Hugoton. Hoffman, keeper. Probably only going to get 1 yard.
Now we're going. This is much better. Last 2 plays, they've adjusted a little bit. We were a little bit disorganized before, but now doing a little bit better job. 3rd and 4, they're in 2-down territory.
3rd and 5 for
4-down territory, excuse me.
3rd and 5 at the 24. 2:20 to go. Handoff left side, and good tackle there in the backfield. Matthew Broughton, the junior, probably going to be playing some big minutes next year, as Leitzel going to get nothing.
Okay, big 4th down here. Can you hold him out?
Yes.
This will be decision time here. There's a fullback. Get the ball here. Can you take care of business inside linebackers?
4th and 5 for Clay Center at the Andale 25-yard line, the deepest they've been all night. Hoffman, play action. Hoffman going to throw, and underthrew his man. Threw his man far side. He was looking for Leitzel, and they turn over on downs at 1:38 to go in the third. Andale's going to take over, leading 51-0. How about that, Dan Buchanan, catching a break there?
Yes, excellent job. I'm glad they didn't give it to the fullback.
I know.
So this is good. That's hats off to the JV defense right there.
Yes.
Second group, they did an excellent job stopping them. Look at that. Held them out of the end zone. They thought they were on a run, but that didn't happen. Here we go. Got a minute left. Let's go ahead and run the ball down here a little bit.
Pratt. 14-0 Pratt now over Hugoton. That's a Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Joe Westerhouse is finding more scores than I can. Hand off right side to the 20. Dragging the defenders with him left side. Was that Judd Eck? Or actually, Wyatt Becker. Haven't called his name in a while. He's going to get 7.
We've talked about it all night, trying to get that yardage on the first down so you can change the whole series right here. Look at the get, what, 7 yards?
Yeah, you got 7.
Perfect. That's
6.
what you need. Now you got a whole bunch of plays you can run.
And this will be the final play of the third as the play clock is ahead of the game clock. 20 seconds to go. 13 on the play clock. Here's Braden Spexhart, the sophomore. He's going to keep it up the middle on the option. Oh, he's still loose. He's going to get up to the 43-yard line. 11 for our First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you, and that will take us to the fourth quarter. Andale leads 51-0 over Clay Center. We're back in a minute with the fourth quarter. This is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
At Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, we believe every patient deserves a caring nurse by their side. As a nurse-owned, family-operated agency, we work around the clock to place compassionate, experienced nurses where they are needed most. Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing, where quality care is a call away. Call today at 316-204-0845. That's 316-204-0845 for Caring for Kansas Medical Staffing.
Hey there, fellow farmers. This is Jonathan Danzel with Integrity Ag. Whether you're dealing with nitrogen leaching, phos and micronutrient tie-up, or struggling with hard-to-kill weeds, we offer products and solutions that work. With high phos prices today, ask about our air drill ready humic and fulvic acid and black gypsum products to unlock the tied-up phos out in your fields. We are also your area Pivot Bio and LG Seeds dealer. Check us out on the web at www.integrityagsells.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
About to start the fourth quarter. Andale with a 51-0 lead, a 1st and 10 from their own 42 with Braden Spexhart, the sophomore. Hand off left side. And still trying to get up to the 45.
A lot of different linemen in. We've got Ace Altman in. We've got Cash McCormick in, 75, 79 we mentioned right there. We have playing center, Easton Regeers playing center. A lot of good players here getting a chance to get some experience.
Luke Martin with the run of 2. 2nd down and 8, Andale own 44.
Colton Hennis is in, coming in for offensive lineman. 67, Nelson Ely's in.
We're going to give you a lot of scores during the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show. Braden Spexhart spins, and he's going to lose yardage. He's going to lose yardage on that spin. Coming out with the tackle, Girton.
Ben Patton's headed in on offensive line. 56, Cameron Waltemath is in. We're using all kinds of different players to get them experience.
Third down coming up. It's 3rd and 10, Andale own 42. We're over a minute into the fourth. Rolling timer, 51-0 in favor of the Andale Indians. Trying to look at some other scores of interest. Play action for Braden. Screen pass, looking for Judd Egg. Yes, 40. Judd breaks out of a tackle, but it's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a completion of -1.
Boy, that's close. Good catch and throw.
And now we have an injured Clay Center Tiger here near side.
That'll give us a few more seconds here, a minute here, to try to come up with some more names for you that are playing.
Yeah.
They can come back and say, yep, I've played in a playoff game.
Yes.
That's going to be important here.
This injury timeout brought to you by Pile Law. Have you been injured at work or in a car wreck? Pile Law takes the time to explain your options and gets you the benefits you deserve. You got more, Dan?
No, I just wanted to think about this a little bit. We come back. We haven't did this for a long time. Varsity still has only punted once all year.
Yeah.
Only the JV.
That was at Collegiate.
Okay, and that was like second or third game a year.
That was week 4. 6 weeks. It's been 6 weeks since the Andale Indians have punted the football.
Here we are.
Unbelievable.
Now,
what
the JVs
run.
had to punt a few times throughout the course here, but we go back. We're going back now. I'm thinking about this a little bit as we set up for a punt on 4th down. That's a great stat if you think about that. That's how good that offense has performed throughout the year and how disciplined and consistent they've been when you've only punted once all year as a varsity group.
Yes. The thrill of a touchdown, the excitement of a successful pass, all combined to remind us that state football championship games are only moments away. Sponsored by the Kansas State High School Activities Association, state championship playoffs have already begun and conclude with the final games on November 28th and 29th. Attend the game, support your team, and join the crowd during the final weeks of Kansas high school football. As here's Leitzel from the 30, 35, gets a block, 40, 45, and going to be tackled about the 47, 48-yard line. That's where Clay Center will take over. That was a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Ad Astra Radio.
I think that was Austin Bugner that punted it.
Yes,
that
it
time.
was.
Okay, and we'll try to give you a few more players that are out here. 45 we can see on this side is playing corner for us is Dayton King.
1st and 10 for Clay Center with their number 1 guys still out there. Drew Hoffman will drop back. Pressure coming. Airs it out far side. It's hauled in and forced out of bounds. It's Caden Good. But wait a minute. A flag was thrown at the Andale 47-yard line, probably in the vicinity of a hold. Oh, defensive holding. And it's going to be the penalty is going to be declined. So a 1st down for Clay Center. Like I mentioned, Caden Good with the reception. Reception of 14. That was good second catch of the year. 1st and 10, Clay Center. They go left side run. No, Oh, it's still loose. It's Leitzel. Oh, my. He might go. He is inside the 20. As Leitzel, a big play there. I believe that's the biggest play Clay Center has had all night.
You can see the pressure the Flexbone puts on the outside if they throw to the pitch guy. He's really got to be disciplined, take on a blocker, and be able to get to him.
It is 1st and goal from the 10. A run right side. Hoffman breaks a tackle, trying to get to the pylon. He's going to be stood up at the 1. As Hoffman with 9. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. And it's going to be a option up the middle for Hoffman, and he is in for a Clay Center touchdown, and that is the first points an opposing team has scored on Andale here at home since the 4th quarter of week 2 against Wellington. How impressive is that, Dan?
That goes right in with the punting, isn't it? I mean, you only have to punt once and no scores since the 2nd week of football on this field. That's pretty good.
That is. So that score comes at 7.5 to go, and they will bring in their kicker, which is Caden Good. From the middle of the field, he's 24 of 35 on PATs this season. Here's the snap. Placement is down. It's through. Andale leads 51-7. Oh, they said no good. Okay. So 51-6. We're at 6:50 to go, and let's just keep it right here. This 4th quarter is going to go by in a breeze. Let's thank some of our boosters real quick. Heartland Soil Services, Jonathan Dansel, Integrity Ag, Andale Ready Mix, Idea Tech, 37 Print Co., Alan Samuel, CDJR, People's Bank and Trust, Anita Cleaners, Pile Law and the Hub, also Burkamp Insurance, a member of Iron Insurance as well. So
be careful here. You got to watch out for onside kick, script kick, any type on a short one. Make sure you get the ball covered because they're trying to get something positive out of this. You got to hand it to Clay Center right there. They did a good job. They marched down the field, several good plays. So they didn't just fold up the tent right there. Here we are. We got a chance to run out the clock if we can get a couple first downs.
I don't know what happened in the Dean Dome, but KU's down 14. And this is going to be picked up at the 15. And Andale will take over, 5:40 to go, leading 51 to 6.
Okay, we have number 70, Colton Hennis. We've got 63, Easton's back in. Reguera's out the plan. 56, Cameron Woldemath. We need to get out of this hole right here. Try to get some positive yards. Finish out this 5 minutes if we can. 65, Ben Patton.
So 1st and 10 for Andale on 15, 5 minutes to go.
I would say we just need 1 or 2 first downs and prevent them from getting the ball at all.
Braden Spexhart will hand it off, left side run. Wyatt Becker to the 20, 5 yards.
Some more linemen coming in. Got 79, Ace Altman. We got 67, Nelson Ely.
Hey, remember who saw him score a touchdown last night?
Looks like Emmett X in also.
2nd and 5 from the 20, 4:28 to go. As the Indians just under 4.5 minutes away from extending their winning streak to 23, 87 will be the home winning streak. Braden Spexhart, handoff left side. Into the second level, it's Judd Egg to the 24. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Okay, 43's coming in. Number 43, I got to see who we got. Luke Seiler, 22. Luke Martin. Hayden Allaire's in the backfield. Not sure who else with him. 67, a different lineman. I don't know if I mentioned Nelson
Yeah, you mentioned
Ely.
Nelson.
Okay. 28's going in, Graham Rott.
3rd down and 1, Andale from their own 24. Braden Spexhart, handoff, and has the first down and diving to the 30.
Boy, that's a big first down. Nice job, offensive
Luke
line.
Seiler.
We needed that, so now we can get this clock running out. 3 minutes. I think they can pull this off right here. We do not need to have Clay Center even get the ball back.
Yes.
That would be the best.
5 yards for Seiler for a First National Bank first down. First National Bank is first for you. As Andale has it 1st and 10 at the 30 with 3 minutes to go, leading 51 to 6.
They definitely pulled him off sides. The officials just
Oh,
didn't
come
want to
on.
call
Just
it. That's
slow,
okay.
they don't want to throw it. They
Yeah.
know the game's out of hand.
Yeah.
Up the middle, it's Braden Spexhart to the 35, 5 yards. Let's say, 3. Looks like 5 from up here.
One of the most important things I can see when I'm looking down this sideline, I don't see the trainer worrying about any players.
No,
that means
that's good.
Overall, nothing major. There's going to be some bruises. There's going to be some nicks and things, but I don't think we have any major injuries out of the evening.
2:17 remaining, and the Indians are that much closer to a regional championship and advancing to sectionals next week. Hand off, left side run, breaking loose. And is Emmett to the 47.
Hey, we got a bunch of different jerseys coming in. We got a lot of freshmen going to get to play.
Coach Schmidt told me the freshmen are going to be done, and because buffer week is next week. but they're still an important piece of the program. They're going to get to play in a playoff game.
Number 12, we've got Javen Dansel going to play quarterback right here with this group.
All right. This is Javen. He's going to get 2 yards.
Too quick. I'm sorry. I wish I could give you all those jerseys, but I can't do her. 51's another one that we haven't talked about. Dylan, just saw it. Dylan
51?
Cashman.
Okay.
That's a different number.
And he is a junior, and he'll be an important piece next year. That's well under a minute to go. It's 2nd and 8, Andale, probably the final play. As Braden Spexhart will just keep it up, and he is going to get into Clay Center territory to the 47. 4 yards for Braden, and they're going to have to get one more off.
I saw number 50, Jude May, going in. 74, Hayden Ketzner.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of.
Trying to give it to you. 59, Kason Chamberlain. Going to get one play in. Ethan King, 46.
So 3rd and 4 from the 47. Final play of the game. Braden Spexhart will hand it off left side. I believe it's Becker. He's going to get the first down to the 42. 5 yards for Becker. And that's going to put the books on this one. As Andale is regional champions. 10-0. Winning streak now 23. Home winning streak is now at 87. There's a great Kansas City Chief that everyone likes that wears that number 87. That is that Travis Kelsey. As the Andale Indians win it 51-6 over Clay Center. Clay Center will end its season at 6-4. Andale 10-0, and we'll wait the winner between Hugoton and Pratt. At last check, Pratt was leading 14-0. The Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show is next. Andale wins it. Regional champions, 51-6 over Clay Center. Back with our post-game coming up, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
This is the AdAstraRadio.com Locker Room Show. Coming up, we'll name tonight's play and player of the game. Find the best local sports coverage at AdAstraRadio.com. Home to the Andale Indians.
Friday nights in Andale mean one thing, Indians football. And at First National Bank, we're proud to stand behind our hometown team. Just like the Indians play with heart, determination, and teamwork, we bring those same values to serving our customers every single day. From savings accounts to home loans, First National Bank is first for you and for the Indians. First National Bank of Andale, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Andale Ready Mix has superior service, quality concrete, and cutting-edge equipment. Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial jobs, large or small, they do it all. For your next concrete job, call today, 316-832-0063. Andale Ready Mix. This mud's for you. Andale Construction offers rolled compacted concrete, cement soil stabilization, and dirt services. They pride themselves on delivering products of paramount quality while maintaining the highest standards in order to achieve the best quality product and service for our customers. To see how Andale Ready Mix and Andale Construction can help you with your next project, go to Andale Ready Mix or AndaleConstruction.com.
Now's the time to inspect your fleet and save big with Prairieland Partners Power Inspections. Bundle your equipment to receive 50% off any inspection after your first 2 large ag inspections. Plus, receive a special gift with your 4th Inspect the Fleet piece of equipment. Get peace of mind today by letting their John Deere certified technicians inspect your equipment. Offers end 12/31/2025. Restrictions apply. Call, stop by, or visit PrairielandPartners.com to schedule today.
Prairieland Partners.
Here's a bright idea. Streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get fast, modern IdeaTech internet at ideatech.com.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Andale, yes, this is the Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show with Reed Huckins up top, alongside Dan Buchanan. I'm Dylan Sherwood. Andale now 10-0. Dylan Schmidt now 107-4. He picked up his 110th career victory here tonight. As a winning streak now 23, home winning streak now 87. And Dan, the ground and pound was really good for the Andale Indians here tonight.
A variety on the offensive end. Coach Schmidt calling all different kinds of plays. They scored every which way you can imagine tonight. Inside, outside, special teams, a little bit of everything. Well, I don't know if on a special team, my fault, but good yardage on special teams. And so that makes it a lot easier. Shorter field, and you look out there, they're accepting their, what do we call this one, regional?
Yeah, this is a regional.
Regional championship. Those coaches, staff should be proud. I mean, There is an absolute great preparation from Dylan Schmidt, from Tim Fairchild, Derek Deegan on offensive line, Chris Jolly, Tyler Ryan on the offense here, and Andrew Burkamp, Tucker O'Hare. Think about this. Cameron Coltrane, Sean Bredhauer, Amber Kroll, Chad Stanley, Scott Allaire, Mason Fairchild. That, I don't know if if the fans understand how important this coaching staff is. Unbelievable amount of time on the film study, great preparation, and then they get those players convinced this is the best way to go about it. So hats off to not only the players but the coaches, and honestly, parents too. You ought to be proud tonight because this is a very, very good football team and on one of the better opponents that we've seen. The score doesn't show that, maybe 51-6, but that was an excellent game by Andale.
Well, Andale wins it 51-6. We'll pick our player of the game coming up. We'll hear from Coach. But let's get you some scores real quick. Buehler Dental Care scoreboard update. Buehler Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. 21-0 Pratt leading Heuvelton. That is at the break in Pratt. So if the Greenbacks hold on, they come here with Arlie Morrill, Division I tight end, coming in here. So that is what the future opponent for next week in sectionals is doing. Other scores in 3A. At last check, Rock Creek was up on Heston 14-13. Haven't seen anything on that lately. We had Holton leading Frontenac 7-0 at half. I did just see this on Twitter that Wellington was leading Rose Hill. Let me check this real quick. Wellington is leading Rose Hill 14-7 late second quarter in an AVCTL matchup in regional play. Halftime from Garden Plain. Garden Plain leads Beloit 17-0. Let's get you some other scores real quick. Let's see if I can find any that are noteworthy. How about this? This is the upset that happened last week in 5A West with Salina South, the 14. They're up on Liberal 9-3. Holton leads Frontenac 14-6. Like I mentioned, Pratt and Heuvelton. Pratt leading 21-0. That's all I got. Let's take a break. When we come back, one more real quick. Inman leads Mountain Ridge at half, 14-0. Let's take a break here in the Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show as Andale wins it over Clay Center, 51-6. Player of the game coming up. We'll hear from Coach here in just a few moments, as this is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
More of the AdAstraRadio.com locker room show after this. Ad Astra TV brings you live video of tonight's game on the Ad Astra Radio app. Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
The new Reinke E3 uses high-strength steel because it's tried and true. Why mess with perfection? The industry's highest strength-to-weight ratio is used in all Reinke systems. At Reinke, you can take your pick from a range of materials to fend off corrosion and cater to your specific needs. Contact your local Reinke dealer, Bullseye Irrigation of Inman, today. Reinke uses common sense just like you do. Discover common sense. Discover the new E3. Bullseye Irrigation of Inman is your Reinke dealer. Reinke, more right than rain.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our work on Facebook, 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblue.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
Have you been in a car wreck or injured at work? Tom takes the time to evaluate your case and get you the compensation you deserve. The legal team at Pyle Law is committed to providing personalized, expert legal guidance. With years of experience, Tom fights for justice and makes your case his priority. Call Pyle Law today at 620-241-9000 or visit law.legal. Because at Pyle Law, Tom takes the time for you.
Ad Astra Radio.
Back in Andale, Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show as the Indians win at 51-6. Player of the game coming up. Right now, head coach Dylan Schmidt up here. Coach, 51-6 winner here tonight, regional champions. This was a Sam Harp show here tonight, breaking it off. One big run after another, goes over 1,000 on the year. Great blocking, total team effort. You only get one turnover on the night, but still a win.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like that's kind of how the game would go. They're good at running the ball. They were going to slow the clock. They were going to do the check with me, running all the way down. And, and they did a good job there. Obviously, the first play, they break for a long run and then, did a good job with the quarterback pulling at times. And I don't know how many first downs they end up getting. But the bottom line is
11.
11 first downs. The bottom line is they were able to kind of slow the game a little bit. And we needed that kind of game. But there's nothing I would have changed offensively or defensively, and what I mean by that is I felt like we played really solid. And when you play teams like them that are good teams, they're going to make you earn it. A little disappointed with some of the penalties, false starts, some of that, or just not getting set. And then we had a hold or two I'll have to go back and look at, but we're able to overcome those, which is good. And kind of put us in some situations where we had to do some things that we don't normally do, and executed well on a few pass plays there with a screen and then a good comeback route to Cruz Kaiser from Sam Harp. And so I was pleased overall.
Definitely. And you mentioned there are things that you're going to go back and evaluate. It's good to see that here in the postseason because that's something that you can clean up just like that.
Yeah, I mean, when from here on out, I mean, you're going to play teams that take stuff away from you. And you're going to be forced to do things that you don't normally do, or that, you're going to get in third and longs. And so, like I said, when we got in those situations, I felt like we executed well. And we kind of put ourselves in the situation a little bit. But like I said, they were a good football team, so they make you earn it. We had a few long runs, as you mentioned, from Sam Harp, and I know one to start the second half there from Jack Horsch, which was really good. And I was proud to have some of those, big plays. But for the most part, as 4 yards is going to be a good play, and you're going to have to get 5 and 6 and just get first downs. And so we had a little bit of both, and like I said, I was overall pleased.
And now getting this one over, and now you'll wait to see who you get next week with Pratt and Hugoton. Pratt was leading 21-0 at the break.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have had me put a $5 bill on it, I would have guessed it would have been Pratt. They're playing really good football now, and got some really good athletes skill-wise, I know, and so I'm not surprised. And we've had some good matchups with them over the years, and Brent Holting is their head guy, and I know Brent really well. He's a good friend. And
yeah, he's from in my neck of the woods, where I'm originally from. So the Holting name is familiar, and Opie, just south of Emporia. So he was at Linden.
Yep, Linden.
Yep. So that is definitely my neck of the woods.
Yeah, and so he does a great job, and I'm not surprised they're where they're at, and should be a great matchup if that's who we end up getting.
Yes, and I do got one other score real quick. 3A East, Hayden's leading Wellsville 21-0 at the break. So, and we've seen we've been doing scores up all game on here on our broadcast, and we've seen some upsets brewing. Holton was up, I believe 14-7. Cheney was up. You were able to hear that a little bit ago, and trying to think of another one that was brewing. Oh, and Rock Creek and Hessen was a 1-point game when we last saw. It was 14-13 in favor of Rock Creek. So there's interesting games going on in 3A here tonight.
Yeah, and the thing you get into, too, is you never know everybody's health status, right? And that plays so much into to deep runs and are you healthy and so forth. And, and so that's what I like about our situation. For the most part, we're healthy. And, and that's what you need to be if you want to make a run at it. So be interested to see how that Pratt game comes out. But the exciting thing for us is we're back home, and and our kids have done such a great job week in and week out preparing, and so it's definitely what we expect.
Excellent.
No matter who we play.
Excellent, Coach. I got some cool news I want to share, and I'll bring it up again. But now starting next week, we're going to be on Kicks 106.1 out of Hutch, along with our video as well.
Awesome.
So Chris Shank was able to inform me earlier this week that now we get to add the radio aspect with not just stream only. So we're going to get radio, stream, and video. So there you go.
We're moving up in the world.
Coach, congrats on this one. Can't wait to talk again next week.
Hey, sounds great. Appreciate it.
That is Andale head football coach Dylan Schmidt joining us here in the Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show as Andale wins it over Clay Center 51-6. Let's do our play and player of the game real quick. Our play, it's the Hub Brick Oven Play of the Game, brought to you by the Hub, featuring their world-famous brick oven pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mountain Ridge. It's Sam Harp's 74-yard touchdown run at 8:48 to go, giving Andale a 6-0 lead as the Indians set the tone, and Sam Harp was the one to do it. Sam Harp, 74-yard touchdown run, 8:48 to go in the first. It's our play, the Hub Brick Oven Play of the Game, brought to you again by the Hub, featuring their world-famous brick oven pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mountain Ridge. Time now for our player of the game, brought to you by Andale Ready Mix. This much for you. It's Sam Harp tonight, 197 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. He only went 2 for 2 passing here tonight for 38 yards. So Sam goes over 1,000 on the year rushing as Andale on the night, led by Sam Harp, 470 yards total offense as Sam Harp, our Andale Ready Mix player of the game. And as Andale Ready Mix, this mud's for you. Let's take our final break. We'll give you scores, and I cannot believe the second half that just happened in the Dean Dome. So we'll give you the score of KU Carolina coming up as the Andale Indians win it here tonight, 51-6. They take on the winner between Pratt and Hugoton next Friday night here in Andale for sectional play. So one final break here in postgame as Andale wins it 51-6. This is the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Tri-Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Stream Indians football all season with live video and audio on the free Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network, the statewide leader in local sports coverage. Listen all season for Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.
Back here in Andale, one final time here in the Ad Astra Radio.com locker room show. Andale wins it 51-6. Let's give you some scores. Bueller Dental Care scoreboard update. Bueller Dental Care providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. KU collapses in the second half at North Carolina, 87-74. Bill Self and company. They were able to prove to go into number 11 Louisville in an exhibition, but got ran out of the gym in the second half. So Carolina wins at 87-74 over KU. Let's give you some scores real quick. Halftime from Hayden, 1 versus 9 in the East. Hayden leads 21-0 at the break. Other games in 3A, Jeff West, Prairie View, no score. Girard, Santa Fe Trail, Holton, Frontenac. Let's see if I can get you something on that here see if I can get you that. Cheney leading Holcomb is at 28-12. So Cheney leading 20-12. Pratt was up 21-0. Garden Plain and Beloit 17-0. Holton and Frontenac, I did see Holton real quick. Let me see if I can find that on Twitter real quick. I'm having to go to Twitter real quick. As final, Holton defeats Frontenac tonight 14-6. Wow, what an upset in 3A on the east side. Other scores I got for you. Let's get you a quick couple. As Sterling and Marion, Sterling leading 33-6. Salina South leading Liberal 9-3 at half. Wamego leading Bueller 33-27. Phillipsburg leading Haven 52-6. Inman leading Mountain Ridge 14-0. It's Andale versus Pratt or Hugoton next week from Andale. And as I mentioned with Coach Schmidt, we will have that game for you. We will have the Ad Astra video coverage for you, as we will be on radio out of Hutch with Ad Astra's Kicks 106.1, and that game time will be determined depending on if Hugoton makes a comeback. But if it's Pratt, probably going to be a 7 o'clock kick. You can go to adastraradio.com, give you a broadcast schedule. We'll inform you when that happens. But Andale in either versus Pratt or Hugoton. That is coming up next Friday night in sectional play from Andale. Special thanks to Tyler back in Hutchinson running the show. Reed Huckins go in that stream. For Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood. Thanks for tuning in to Andale Indians football here on Ad Astra Radio, adastraradio.com. And one quick update before we get off the air. 4:04 to go. Cheney and Holcomb tied at 20. So that is one final score update. Well, we do have the Kansas High School football scoreboard show across the Ad Astra Radio Network, Sports Network tonight, coming up at 10:30. You'll hear recaps and scores from across the state, so get your fix there late tonight. So for Reed Huckins and Tyler back in Hutchinson, for Dan Buchanan, I'm Dylan Sherwood. Thanks for tuning in to Andale Indians football here on Ad Astra Radio, adastraradio.com, the Ad Astra Radio app, and on Ad Astra TV. Bidding you a good evening from Andale. Regional champs are the Indians, 51-6 over Clay Center. They will take on either Pratt or Hugoton next Friday night in sectional play. Once again, we will have that for you on Kicks 106.1, also adastraradio.com, the Ad Astra Radio app, and on Ad Astra TV. So from Andale, this has been the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
Alan Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th in Lorraine and Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area team a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online alansamuelshutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Stream Indians football all season with live video and audio on the free Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Radio Sports Network, the statewide leader in local sports coverage. Listen all season for Andale Indians football on Ad Astra Radio.